One me wo ho say best 50 trips. Anwia na contractor na eja wo ho na manfo no sesa na esesa sesa ese no almost sesa e de fele kwan no almost sesa de fele kwan no the contractor no ye besre wa bomodin se ne wo ho bia no enche ye no bedi nkomo na ankomo bia ho no wabo abusuafo no amane e de amaye se anwia no na se wo de be kwa akọ level kwan no so because anwia na wo ho ne doso pa emwa ema ka ko ne adiba nsukra enkoyie lenti yehunu ne ekoso ewo ho bomodin anse ye beto nka na enche ye befro na afie no adi enkomo ablekuma farmer road no contractor no Shannon Sonfa mame abana yanku ya ni mda obokrata be ni kura no pay
Ghanaian Times ni kura mi no pay honorable na mame na omanfo a omo we me happy birthday ni nyina ase me da obi bia ase nyame hira obi a omo ma birthday ni special
okay
nyame hira na Ghanaian Times obokrata no e de enra Ablekuma West Assembly no demolition exercise okoyeye e wo glife e wo dansoman no ene wo de aba front page ha na uko Ghanaian Times in Finfini ha ho ena wo de story no aba ena wo kire se enra omanfo ya wo mo ede kioso ene container SCC Glife Lagoon no eho ewo dansoman no Ablekuma West Municipal Assembly no wo makwa kodwire ni nyina egu ene sen wo kire se sa enipa yi a wo mo de sa ne o ma nyina akwa kosisi ho no wo mo ni tumi krata ya wo betumi edi sa adwuma no enti Ghanaian Times obokrata ne chese omudo omukoduru ho no besa no pa no so na no pa kra no kwaku Steven ni omanfo ni bi twetwe nkomo ewo usho yi so no abu na
anopa so ni se ho ye ble assembly ono wo esla eho enti enche ebe ko na ya tie ade potia na ekoso ho no ma enti ma sa demolition na ekoso
lagoon no
krachi evra wa fa o abrantie me man warning
I don't friend on fa obefa
blade me man warning ansa
obefa
ye friend na so fa no obeti
obefa
say nipa be nim say ne na adwuma ha
ye nipa ye nipa enti obefa na omo chese lagoon no omo pese omo protect omo bro lagoon ne ho ban enti na omanfo no adan ya wo mosisi wo honom ne die na chese enya ne kwanso no nti enra ena wo mo eyoye ebubu ni nyina eguye na Ghanaian Times obokrata na report a wo mana no purchase o mom kodu ho no pa no nso no na excavators no crash ase ye adwuma da edwiri enwoma ni nyina egu ewo ho wo mo chese na ama enipa ba ho pa na so na police command ya won kramantemi mu no mo de aposifo bebre koyi enti se bia basabasa ye bibesi wo ho de wo ma hu bibia asa enti omanfo no ana na abobo obochenku ya wo mo eka ho asem mbon betwa video twa mo betwa pictures twa wo mo soso e wo so mo yi wo mo nioma last minute nsoso na wo mo eyo ni nyina mu no assembly no e kire se ehu behia pa se wo mo ebe protect Glife Lagoon no na enso to a ebu ban ekọ omanfo afie mu no ni nyina be free ho Ablekuma West Municipal Chief Executive Ora George Serobray ena woni Ghanaian Times twetwe nkomo a wo kire se Lagoon ni die ewo so wo mo bo ho ban won se enkran ha no ensu wa pi ya ewo ha no no yama ni nyina da ne gota ena chese eba ne se enso to kakra bi ana etwia for man so the flag
ni George Serobray ho na ye ne nkodi enkomo na ono ena oye MC de ma Ablekuma West ede na esiye intinra sa demolition no ekoso abrantie machi
nyemu
boko de
nyemu bi
voice of omo
we ba to na mu igutu Israel ta fe de em to mabre excavator no ama mabre
na se obi anka ajiro se ko yes excavator adwuma ye nyina na TV ha na ja ukope ba na yedi kakra ve waja se ko yes excavator adwuma
o ma hodo eni o ma si na se ko be bi na ye bo ama ne ko yi
eni e men complain di na
me pato ma si
so now o ministers wonye dey anyway yeah that's no pay enra ye din commodity free time na demolition no e cost no mementi asie mu ne questions am ebusa ye no e ma me hunu se eho enye biaya na e wo se nipa no etena na wo makwa akotena ho wo na ye MC wo biaya amoko ye demolition no dia nkomodie na akoso eho ye fahe dia na ekoso ho.
Okay, ye GC ene empoase na netia no se mfie kakra ekemu anya kakra mfie bi ekemu na sabe oho no na ura ho a eye nsutaya eda ho a sabe na amanfo tunu kra ekwatinam wom ebefie emayigina ege na aye nsutaya sa na kan se broni fra no lagoon na lagoon enso faso ne sen lagoon enso faso ne se ensu pa amwa meka ne se omosisi dan eka enho esi a omotete ebia the person asepo no ntoni nyina akota lagoon na atonobo ake akwakobo epum nsia kakra di enimu ni na aitani hasabe nka minim tasase na asantio so obi aso ya bebi benye bia no de dan esi lagoon na sabe anka bema nsuo ta ekotina ho na ake akobo pum no after a month for the area at the restaurant okoti dan restaurant okoti no ope na nia ha dwen kra ni se eye kra na dan ni yesi no wono tie so anka nye ye o nia omode kan se bola efele e ma ne baso kakra na de no tie be 140 bi eguso na pesa dan asas te itimi esidan wo so na bia sori na osi na free lagoon e da ho no ana se sutai na da ho no yesi no na ne ha green say two mayors are ekemu meta honorable Kovanda po ne honorable Ajesowa omu nyina epenso no na Ablukma West eche eme ase okutu sa ade ehosa omutu so sa no sabe amanfo ete ho asobra chienti yenti ena yegusu a yesi nsutaye semen to one among sisia minia a bedroom be 6 months to a year time no na for shota omo aje permit ankasa a omo te asase anka ebia shota anka omo no afre omo fie ebe flade eno obi di same sent obi kokuru na mebu ne dan egu ya ne nyoma ewo dem wa bros goguti na ne papa mu a question mi sa no say nti se also waje permit our assembly one we see dan na nsu ato na akweduma na beba na nsu afa dem nyoma ni papa mu a sabe omo mote ho no bebi omo te no obie ni ho betumi aka tro kra se okura paper ya tro so de so onkonkosi edan ewo ho na so omo sinsu no kwan ene se nra iska tro mo se sabe o ye ne mo ebi ho nkomo ate o hwa dan ebu no na ebi wo ho ma ke ho 2020 sabe o ma ke munyai obeko beba no na ebi wa weekend and I said the su no mu go mu sidan no me say yentumi city preoccupation enkobu no because ya tire ho many ahemfo ewo ho ehio be 2 times. The last time I knew my year community engagement was about miniature almost 5 to 6 weeks ago. Ne ka tro mo say sabe bibia yedun eye yebebu adan ayesi no ho no nti obi enyi ne japade a ewo ho at least 20 meters into the lagoon there wa we remo no yebebu dan enye si yejire ni egu because ka si yejire ni egu dia na etere say ekromu ni nyina eseko na so sabe yentumi ka te ejire ekromu nyina egu na nipa no nkotena hin memo nsutai ne de ese ebo ho ban kakra nti obi a oti 20 meters away from nsutai no ne dan ebeko omotu yase send enkropo ne memake no omo hu se aha ne ha na de ebeko kusi na omotu yi omo nyama je koye ne sa pepe nanso na ye koya ebi nye ready so omo be yi omo nyama after community engagement no young process to the say ya mom kwan mom yi omo nyama no Tuesday nene na so se nene na Tuesday Yama assembly van eko hokoya announcement. Wednesday van sa ko announcement say eduma die ne kan na emre na ya so na munyi no enti enu a ye ko na nya dia ide kinga sa ko dina ko ken ama obi ko yibibi ene say ye ko di emra dia
apart from say ebia mo kan say omo akwatra baby also omo kotra no na baby omo no e post danger na
but to any anything me can say omo the ball air feeling no that is one. Two, adano plano musino omo ni tremitu na say adano we see asase kese sokra na dancing na me yesi ball aso e won suo yet other kura na what say sebe adana o nyina asente metewu na no so ye dey fine into the papa mu na si no ade omo ye ho no kompre na yinkonya to entem bia ewo
waka se mo didi ho nkomo ache wo mo ankasa no na mo te ho na mo bo mo ban na se de na mo te ho na esan so ema wo mo a legally na se wo mafa kwan papa so asi wo mo fie ni ade wo mo so ne ha wo mo
na meka se omo ete ho no ankasa enye mo enna so omo fi so no so kwan a so de no ka se obi so mo opetekwe ade so mo omo je permit isi dan no kra omo ka se bia no mo ti a enfie ka kreche mu na enso pa enflade no enne sabe enso petekura na amanfo akoma eda omo nsem because flade enti ya ni enso ana ni enso se America kra ba ebe se na afre no enyemu na akra na mpe jama aflade kra dada
eba ye obi e kan se na MCE and assembly no na MCE na assembly no sa ni pa omo eti ho ye a ndemu tu omo mo hwe omo atena ho be mfie sei
but also ni pa no omo atena ho be mfie
o hwe a o ko na omo ho omo atena ho be mfie sei
ebi atena ho for years but I dine on the additional to catch the discount plans omo enti ebi atena ho be 2 years ebi atena be 3 years ebi so abranta omo decided say omo bo mo se fie wo ho
omo deserve compensation bi ana
akra yen komodi aye no omo di the last meeting no ka kire omo say wo permit bia no bebra assembly yen sha mo asem esa say yemre mu no sabe say obi esidan dada na so permit na say aban person ye bibi wo ho and I say assembly no person ye bibi wo ho you compensate you ni ya pa sa asem dia yesterday me no ka say permit ba kokra ema ye ni say me no permit am di ko see single room and I say self contained dia wo into any dia mo once I am ma kwan say ko see dan wo ho na bi you know ka
Honorable MC ma me no ase
yen
so ye da se wono ena oye Ablekuma West MC George Cyril Blee na yene no edin komo no motorway accident asi wo so ama traffic aba ho no ano edin pa Ghana Police Service esra mo ye in charge of the motorway mo mfa mo ani enkyere ho emfa emaye mfise accident asi wo motorway no so no ano edin kakra ena traffic edi aba ho nso untumi enyina ni mo enti mo hwe na mo nka ho asem emfa emaye na bibia intimi ndem kama abna yenko yanim sese die life nkomo no asi permit wa ko si dan wo babia ense se wo si dan si aban enwadi nkomo ebe bu afiri ho wa so ate ase
na de enhu ne se utie honorable Bray asem a working ya amufa ensuo ni mu no ena omo atobola agua na abasoro na ayete sene ya ensuo no ewase no ena bola no wo soro na wasidan na si so enti dachi bia no se ye ntuwu a wankasa na dia torenchem na bebrewo
chese omo ya no de bola na feeling so
no de feeling so no
wow
eno ntina omo wo around no ensuo ne to kakra bia na ekọ wo mu fie no eya dia na ehu enti se o man to ase ntemu a ebe ye problem enti no juma wo se MCE no eya na enwaye no here ne say Omanfm no so benye omo nti ase because sa glifene ne potem ho no anytime bia wo beti say flooding aba ewo nkran ha no na sa potem ho ka ho enso so kan no na nti sa ene atretre ko ba bia na o ka peteku ne ne potem nyina ma omo so nyina no nso to kakra bia na aduru omo fie because obi akwa e de sawdust akogu nsuo ni mo ama wo sidan wo ho.
Wow. Keke. Yeah. Enra nkoma na yedina no pa na no mo tietiem bebre no. Oni permit onso okosi dan. All the sawdust na ade na efele nsuo na wasi dan so.
Na no den na no ka say na ya politics. Na onso mfie na be so no akọ ne ade. Ubisa no kra no. Onim ne container so onim abakosa. So on the oko high container. Oko high no oko ha no e dia na o check here. Na the odi kan na twetwe nkomo nra na so ya assembly or ya former assembly member. Wo so ya ndisi ni nti ne ebubu da. Wo so ko hu first lady. Na ndisi ni a wutimi ko hu first lady.
Emma first lady so mo ntwan ansa.
Look at this.
Kege mami ni nkomo enwie na quickly ebesan abasa asem no eso founder and leader Edema People's Action Party openi ye kwa abato no okobi say an independent candidate na ope obi o criticize aban pa odikan na budget buy wode na no atomo bi aka say baby a aban ya ade pa ye 11 no eno de oni aban ya adwene pa ye nyina adwene wasemi ho ora kwasi busumuro e mo acha no pay.
Oh, Mijimuso, Enejuma pa, o my moya magana mai.
Now what to say?
But your moya pa.
Okay. Yeah, say anope enra me huno statement about bonti and if you hono na madwem sa watna America memo achentina etu wabo aban abaso ana e de na wo hu wo sa to no hunti a wabo aban abaso no.
Yo, ene say so shebe bia yekoi pempeso ayedru na. Yet in Borosika all the time. The Eka Chayakon Asia. The Nina say from time, year before now, taxes here. Can you believe, say, a crew of 30 million, many for 2 million, and support to a crew? Meanwhile, so most developed countries, 95 people via taxes are yet, they share one pensioner. And why I say, hearing the Timitina say, Eka. Na bibia ni busa aban ye say on your road or your school nye police for no so when you say aban will say no you react in go for transit will say taxes ni pure Ghana formal sector and informal sector ni na no and so any na me ile bi ne denti am support ni say sika every month you free momo no any other wiring money maybe your business dey can no free abochireba na say you take 1.7% levy free mo we feel say no kwaso no because so long as you say sikane age no you dey be input ama aso Ghana for nyina aso you tinya for yentuma pa efra enti me preso in a sense Boa na yetimi akoye na ekana yede no eswati. The same people are complaining say every week you to petrol so now won't you taxes and here no fiscal no and from government no and here na Ghana government no fiscal government America 20 countries taxes the idea I almost number one price one child jail one chair taxes was this nice. All these actors, millionaires, billionaires, most of them they've been to jail for evading taxes. It is a who say, see, it's been here, to kakra. Now, you pushy. And put your name. Mrs. No, so I don't know.
Openi aba one more a minority for was say omutimi ebuama ban ye kru no yie. Omo kire se ehono nko ade omo ne aban nya adwenti ne kra na budget eso omo gitum na oman no yetimi ekọ animo e ma oman no kọ no da bi omo e be reject budget no ne omo nkasa yi mu no ye kase ye kọ no se yi a ye men ye beboa
in a sense, this is a time I see we get it together. Situation are you right now. Me and Fasa in living by politics. Yen jin tum na yen fe tum po na Ghana mabruna especially the youth enye juma no no umenye juma hwe ilebi so we sha to boot ni ho but ilebi sika ya government iji which is umenye sika ne pi free ho e dey check contractors sika na contractors so ebenye sika e dey to cement and it will stimulate the economy and here the auto and here cement moba omunyina benye omusika binya fena contractor ko hitika abaye road etina yenye roads no but say no just like Britain no omutia road tax na way ahead the government will sika wo fund in road tax fund in you discuss contractors now every day every 2 weeks every 1 month yeah kwai our American Britain into the fees contractors are 3, 4, 5 years into your mokano say 11 ba boa ame mo nyesika e ba mo mo ayi mputo ayi roads na any no ma here we Ghana have a grade because economia and the stimulus I say stimulating economy. How do we do it? Through construction, bridges, roads, and hospitals, all infrastructure help stimulate the economy. No? But since a year in chain, so money, say 2-3 months down the line, and suddenly they input you. But that is the government knows the kind of Dahoa, Udichia, the contractors, the kind of Ubidia, Escano, Edisono, almost the way Ejuma.
1.75 no ogidi say yeah and I am fa binka ho
o me fit say pa me fit say yeah in a sense me dey want to call 2 crack am because ya kechiro you will know my year will chroma we can turn this country around say yen nyina ye kabo ye dey adwunu bom me nka say NDC MPP or ye PAP agena o mo dey abana yeah you so mu ye ke o ti fa am me sure so mako America to from New Jersey to JFK. Unkomra no chato $80. Unkomra no chato $80. Unko Washington from New York to Washington. Unkomra na de $90 too. Na de na yemkwa sa 1.75 ya kan wansen. Say here for nkwa na yemomo. Here for nkwa. And 11 no bank transaction me wire sika ko America. So I said it's 11 no. It's not just Momo. Businessmen work gun hanging before you can no more amanoni. No, they'll contribute to it. This is which is government will have the money there to support all infrastructure also as all your Ghana. Nina say maybe say Scandinavia offer near in put to no man for who say 11 no you can't say they say and then the eye. I mean I'm 110% in support of the 11.
Rock as if it's room I know say.
Yo, little bit that.
Minim say Nadia only ye constable mo fight na be ko na wie ne. Oh, sorry, friend. I don't pay. I'm bashing with that. I'll say that you're supposed to be far. Medas, every baby, Bekasa.
Yo, Medas.
Yes, so yeah, that's na Oka independent candidate 2020. A qua battle na omo ebano na ne party diano deba All People's Action Party. Na yeneno ekasa ni din edi ora kwesi bosomro na yeneno edi enkomo 107.1 so ni o the America na ba o so firi akopema ubetua hey ene Ghana ha de ne
ya na sasa we make kind was that my specific from Washington to New York yeah last week me kan kire ubetua wo ba bia ubetua na oman chichire no ye fa obi de enhwe so obi enhwe so pa waye na nso so ode aya ode na ye oman a ye complain afa bibia ye mpese abegya atum sa de we de sese ye ya ode ehwe budget we are esawum ntoku ato
okay
if you bubu ato
okay
ya betu ya papa no mo asisi wo mo dai from Atakwame to bricks
obetua
ebesi blog dai obi e tua ntoku ato na efi bubu ato obi e wo fi bi etua bi yemisa ye ho ne ya ba ya pro dai gu ho properties all over baby fufra yesi any ade nyina ma assembly nkose omo kwakoje omo to omini a osiku mi wa no pesi enyi kwan e ma me ye na ebinum no road say ni aye demonstration na so su di animu Omanfm ubisasa how many of them and omutua e be assembly na nye how many of us are ready to pay any nipa betwin anu abia so aye complain akika ensem bebre bari enya bibi pa bia ye pe se aba no nkop hwehwe sika e wo ba bi nkrofo ama so no omfa enye nkrofo ama so no omutua sika wo bibia enti tax levy here by of course you can understand NDC esan say to ayi or they say communication tax
communication service tax
sa no mo ye nura by no bon ready pens no mo be him to do dangerous national youth program youth employment program and by a source of funding omo yes and so this buy no omo na increase no by 50%
and adwuma no almost good no
and almost good no because na nipa ni nyina no nipa 90,000 no mo din wo payroll so as at 2017 e mu 45,000 per na adwuma MPP buy starting say omo ye audit pay ana do na din e free payroll so enti na this time no mo tia table top no no mo tia table top
nipa no nya adwuma bia nti obi anim no
nti yasesa mo ahyem saa na ye de amom enti wo ka so mo regularize no papa enti na Dr. Baumi ahu ye omo ahi no because your digital niam na ye push no eno no be kakra no bank account is linked to national ID it links to your mobile phone it is linked to ufie address digital system na aba no na link it to driving license
a file fingerprint as well
a file fingerprint a link it to passport a link it to Ghana card yanti woji sika di awan sabra no a ye nyina be kwa connect be yiwa basisia be yiwa baya
and the vice president friend demons and principalities
what do I say be yiwa basisia enti no omo pe konakat ne eniema because this omo baba mu a omo wo kwan on be fa so a omo nkrofo dodo na abehwe ne do mo akogu payroll so baby nadmo first near free we be apart from nadmo na other institutions be e wo ho aya unhu baby omo free so na nipa din aguso na onkrofo a institution exist ni akreti na nipa din e wo payroll so maka kire say mimi krom kwa man baby ye do ho fu e frɛ ho abia yaw ye fa form na ko ho ye fom eti se bia nyina tokura na bibi se wa gogo say na NDC book mu no na omo wo school ho teacher for mo payroll so no teacher for mo payroll so NDC
baby you fool
yes schools wo NDC no mo timi create schools our book mu na sa microphone nyina abosom na omo come ampon na ye atua omo ka oba ba be ye nhwehwe be ye audit na abehu say yes school bi ani ha nse wo school ha ye wo staff e wo NDC omo odia omutimi yesa niam awe nyina Inti niema ema amamuo mu da ho na ebre kro no ase. Ene saade no naturally no ya omumpe because mo dwen say na ne se bia wo mu na say ene ye nsoso ye ba na ne die ne betimi aye ene die ne nti omumpe sa ne ma we ene omo ne ya bria na fansoso ene say ene omo abaji omo ntimi gigi ska we dia ene omo de beye mpuntuma omo de beye ne ma bebre inti yen sorry ntia na ya media meka ne say MPP for say we social media MPP also mo tatete WhatsApp group
yes
edo atoso ebu ha uko yi hu free mu a no mo afre offer na adai fine ya na watene chiri na ohwe say de no mo de beye. It's about omu interest obia promote no ho obia person obe position budget ne da ho no. You are talking among yourselves. You are communicating among yourselves. Money mo edin komo. Aspirants bebrebe ne mu amu ye campaign ma aspirant on all these platforms. Ya na me hwe omu bia. De bia no akwa ye or they say artwork.
Flyer. A big picture.
Flyer. No obi na ne nanim hyen. Na we ne ho na say na mrane na yebo. Mo benya samre na ni the same commitment ni ani bre na no e de akande papa bi wo budget yi mo ton mo ho mako e good election dia wo kwa ton ho eno krampo nya nduo enti sabre mo de mo aho di nyina promote mo hu e jimrani ema all titles akasi. This is the timer Ghana for binum anti budget ase. This is the time Ghana for birim ya to petty say roto cry ya twamu no na ensantrofo bi akwakobo enti no ya ba be close no ya ka kire mu ebi se ya kofa bro nyane tobu to ho no ho ya fosla ana ho ya boutique
kofa bro nyane ma
see ato me te sa menim say na plantain chips ani brodo
bro nyane ma
ani so ya mo bro nyane ma. Hey,
CEO at the National Youth Authority, the Honorable Pius Hajide Wahmano Sona, Yane non coding Komo Kakra 2022 budget, and they dear na Womo Eka from Emebuno Ashe. Open your watching.
Ofa Pachon is usual.
Boko dear.
And near Dominion Pibo, Pachonamus.
Yahoye, the Yanko Pass and Susano pay. Waji and Sona, Yababidi and Komo, and one command a free Rasheba Jafie Eba, minority leader say rejected. Majority for no honorable no don't press on Bemom shoot down because of my Juma. Yaki can say Yaki can't at the Brembe Bruno San say budget ya buy a casse and Mebuno no a war budget in papa Sabri away cost of Rasheba Jafie no. Send a Mebuno fan.
Your family dancing, Yadika Mamincha, no inchia. Yetifu nyina ni ahwefo nyina na no pay yenem se Omanfm de muka obi etie mo enua na National Youth Authority ni incentive for esinkunya kakra nam se yepese budget ya finance minister William Fokeno Foyata recording mashebedwa for on November 17 ya hwehwemu yesi nkunya ahwehwemu adokromu ehun se sebi ye budget ya enye mebuno dia kese omampanyin na dan kwakufado emma instructions to the finance minister no kwakwa yese na ye mebuno enewo sebi na dwene mututu entino ya kan programs ya baku be ye 13 ya kan budget who be Ghana budget muda be 13 programs yesa who be 4 revenue policy measures bia they have direct bearings on the lives of the youth say yes adie no ebebua emebunu entino enra yedinsemo to dwa say Ghana mebunu enhu ne dikan opportunities a war your friend is saying budget no emu ebi so no esan fasa akonya so esrem penyifo no titru mashebe jafo se ewu se Ghana mebunu ya tsidene nyamya boa ni ananka ye dadwene ya bompa ya ma no sisia no eya akayensa enenisa nti yesre mashebe jafo se omo enji budget no entum ofa onim se emebunu dia di ba ku bia ha yempa eyadwuma ye wo manya ye wo youth unemployment be 12.6%. ye wo underemployment either skills or time underemployment and the number 50%. Entinu emebunu adwuma sem yade a yen a ye wo NYA aso ye hwe emebunu ye die so wo ye maimo no eyade a ye dagene kese papa entinu se aban bi ba na enyina nim se ansa na aban yi beba no na ye di tabo kra se ye be fani pa aban yi ye di tabo echi so nam se akọ IMF akọji ehihye bi ni sike bia omusu de emre bi eche a ye tumi fani pa adwuma mu age se kika kra bi pe na between 2017 and now ye tumi afa be nipa 295,032 ewo abayjuma mu a finance minister Sama clearance say yenji 72,825 kanwa ukikambu mu abaye over 300,000 na yafa mu abayjuma mu edosu ye pa nemo mu wofa ebembu no abayjuma no ye dosu nche we da entinu abaye ne ye ne say eye ankwankwa adwuma edebebua hwe Omanfm eni na 2 TV say hwe nipa yankwankwa adwuma wo ba hwe nipa domo a yetumi afa wo adwuma mu ewo ho abai na nkasa TV no eye sen ba ko pe betankwankwa TV e wo ye mai mu bebre entino eyampa se eye ankwankwa adwuma ene betumi aboa na sa youth unemployment ye betumi aso ano enti se wonya wo mampanyin a otumi yen hihye se wo hwe budget mu for instance page 92 paragraph 414 ye the you start initiative waba and the you start no at the district level no emebu no betumi anya ejetre sikadada no 100 million 10,000 Ghana cedis ye mawu ntitiye training between 2 and 3 months a year na ya tam 100 million sikadada no 10,000 cedis e dia mawu se fana kwose wadwuma mu ana se fana kwose wadwuma si eno echire no ye was soft loans 50,000 Ghana cedis 500 million OCDs ye ma emebunu especially young graduates and school leavers say omunfa expand omu businesses ebi omuno ye pe ye wo ehihye bia enunu upe machinery anase efidie ebia wo ye ice kinking unya blender commercial blender kese ni bi anase wo ye shito unya gas cooker kese ni bi anase wo ye pan no ubehia oven abainu ebeso wasene se wo ye nipa ba ku dia 50,000 cedis 500 million sikadada no se mo ye ku anase group dia 100,000 cedis 1 billion sikadada no enunu ye di pe efidie na wo pe no efidie na odi be ye dwuma no ye di sa sika no pe efidie no amawo enu echire no ye tumi bobusia ye standardized loan between 100,000 1 billion sikadada no to 400,000 4 billion enu bosia but ne womu aye nije ye asem depa ene se infihu a ye tua wo sabosia isu no ye de no emebunu de no wo fam kura ena maka che no wo page 92 of the budget abaina kasa compress kapudu afibia ye di 1 billion Ghana cedis ebeshemu enu eche no aboafo aye development partners in asifo esu de sika bebe wemu in all no, within the next 3 years no 10 billion sikapudo power ye to me the chichiri mai enunu ye de be share you start initiative mu within the next 3 years. A National Youth Authority, ye ni aso papa. Se na me di kan ye no. Ye wo insise no mako be 13. Ube kaya ya set up Development Bank of Ghana and also page 88 of the budget. Already no abai no edisika $200 million edi ashemu. Yes, I epe $515 million edi ashemu. Sa abai bank yenu ebeba bebo busia omo ye manufacturing, agriculture, agro processing, ICT, any housing. Sa bank ya yeye obebo busia edi amasa nkofo yi. Ya yeye kan say abai no ye na femu de. Wa seti bank no wa masika pudrosu akomu afi de yen National Authority yesi bank no womu enshena womu nye youth and women policy bia ebe kire ekwan ya sebi emegunu die womu no ebe yesunku se ekwan ya ema edie na womu no ebe yesunku yesu ya ye krado ye de hu abo afore se ye krado se ye di entuma ebebo bank ne die no na ya boa na sa youth and women policy no na ya ye because it is clear say Omanfm ejine emebunu hu papa uko page 187 ya na anu ya na ye Youth Connect Africa under the Africa Continental Free Trade Area and then we Ghana emebunu a uye insanredwuma ye befru maba no enye 30.8 million Ghana for kuya na obetumi aton e dia ma wo mu and after no obetumi aton e dia ma nipa be 1.3 billion e wo Africa nyina but if an say dia wo ye ntuma e wo Ghana ana say wo ye si tompo ana say pa no unimu bia e wo Nigeria unimu bia e wo Togo unimu bia wo Botswana wo be ye de akoto wo pa no ana say wo shito no ana say wo chow no e wo Botswana engineer ye kan say budget no ohwe paragraph 187 no National Youth Authority ye be so Ghana mebu no ensa e di wa chinchin a introduce you to new market ama possible new partners and also e wo budget no wo famindin dey say e dia emrebe wo wa ye betumi akoni nyina mu ba one district one factory for instance we say you were 278 factories under various stages of completion 106 need e juma dadaw ya fani pa be 156,782 ewa juma mu ye disika 2.69 billion Ghana cedis and the remu so far and it just a woman is of only say 278 factories some akache usisi ano 58 out of them no and no shareholders and I say omo factories no ye omo dia mebunu 58 of those factories are strictly owned by people under 35 years. If you shareholder no, penny baku kwenye 58. Ni wumu SIA immediate maye ni say. Aka 45 projects ya yedi beba beka 278 no ho. Ni ayesre ni say just like abana ya also 58 companies ase no. Sa 45 na aka no so no. Yenye ni sa pepepe. Ebetumi akomu baku bebre. Enti no Ghana mebunu ya ti de se ni ana nka ye bompa ye asre nyame se onka empenyufo na kuma na omunyama ye no enu na adinkwa budget e di abayi enti ye trese bi ye ma hye bedwafo ya na ye to abano ma wo mu ya sori ahomati akoto santini ato abana ma wo mu enu eche no ye mu bebre wo ho a ye members of parliament kwa ye hwe omunimu kra ma eda because constituency no kwano bebre wo ho anye se omoba kakra omusu betumi aye edi aboa ye ne se omo betai ban nachi na aban ni hyehyɛ ya bemu na ye imebunu so yanya mfaso bi efri aban no ho enu na ye tere enti se ye tititi se ye si parliament foli bi ka se omu nji ntumu a ni aye bisa ne se anyanya bia edwuma na eni ho ema emebunu a sebi yesi enu nche no krono eni ye bonni bi eya adoso wo ye man mu no enu na omupe ana omu mpe se Ghana mebunu be ndwuma ya na se ya kwan ya asei say udi uka kwa sisu a problem ema Ghana for bebre enu na omu pa na se omu pese ye benya akwanya se bi nipa fa so a ye nyina ye hu betimi aton yen na ye nyanije anase se aban apart from ankrankra dwumemu ye befa nipa mpo ewo aban dwumemu no eya enu na ye ha wo mu anase de enti ye besre se Ghana musebedwafo adwini mebunu hu pandia. And this is the test case. Say budget no, and then if the speaker puts the question here, wow, ube tuaba, say tuaba etia sa budget no, say tuaba etia Ghana mebunu. Na yesu ye betu ye hufu, Ghana mebunu betu ye hufu. Wow, ube tuaba, say ye nya you start. Wow, ube tuaba, say ye nya development bank. Wow, ube tuaba, say Organization of Agriculture and Food Substitution and Basu. Wa ube tuaba se enyoman hihye bebre abana ye ebebua mebunu ube tuaba atia san hihye na ekire se yesu ye be fa ye ho adwene ewo wo so ekire se wo ndwene ye ho eyasem udie utie binumu kasa na ade na kwakoye se yenko approve budget yi yesi ilevy wo mu entenu na aban enkonye sika no mu fanye emputunduma na Ghana for ni jomu hu sade ayenye it's sana ebe ya ne dia ende na akwa yese enye Ghana for hu na yedwini hu enye emebunu hu na yedwini hu sebi o se na ye beba abedi ade enya tumi atina lankrusemu na police for giant salute no me se enu enye binu mu se Ghana for ebenya ahoto ni enije na politics no so sabi call to service ye ba abamu a wo say ye besum amanfo enti no se wonu bi e wo abamu dada na se wo ye nhihye ya ebebua na ahoto ebeba usi wunye unfo aso because afa the parliament no ade na akoye chemu pe bi sa bi no enti no media mintu a omo bi sika enti mintu na ahoche ewo kromu a ebebunu Ghana mebunu ye be fa ye ho adwene papa ewo hu ne aye ka eni ni se wofa. These are very very good times to be a Ghanaian youth. Ye da Omanfm sipa ya ti den parliament for NG budget ya dinkwa budget omunji ntumu maye
ni awo kan kama pa ekwan be na waso ye no e fa so ama mabunu atini awo kan ase se budget mabunu no dia
wofa na ya shasi enunti na me da wasese ene anope ikwa no wa mama akwanya aye ni Ghana mabunu edi hu nkomo enu a ye essential for nshiremu enu na edma de no epejaye ye beye program wa nkakra yesre Omanfm eni netu muma yenkwa na yemfa yentuma ebebo modie sebi Ghana fo enyina eni amanonifo nyina etiemu nti mube ebua yen kakra na yashasi yebeye nkakra wo se ye adwuma yi because obi wo ho a onim se you start wo ho a want to me enko benefit from the youth start. So it is incumbent upon us as the mother agency responsible for youth development to say yeah be change him around mention bia na yeni emebunu enya ho enkomodie entino eyaduma yaji atu musu say yebeye but yenya moa echemeba na yeni mpanyifo no abesi nkonya na mo aso ati amboa yen na Ghana mebunu enti ajinkwa budget no afi se sebi nanado o ye budget media margin mu na eye edie na meye mama bunu ene wole adwene mu enti wo se etumi sumu na yenye dumadeni to justify the trust that has been reposed in us we no etete amamunu nyina ni aban no ene omanpanyin I make a bold statement of confidence in the youth. Just a woman, Gia to move in a GD can see what you must say a bit to me. And then I was saying, you Mokra. I was saying to be sorry, Waka. Nayan Sumu Nayan Yedumadini to justify the confidence that has been reposed in the youth. One more, we must say, Omubetuaba, Etia budget in India. Yes, so Muti and Opea. Mijinagana Mebunu and Nemu. Miss Rese, Sebi. Omubwaye, Omunsoya Sini, Nagana Mebunu, Ya Brache. Otiti amane hunu ayafemunu ache beye from many years ago ankanya baya aba odwini ye ho a anka ye nimbe bia ye wo sisi ano akwanya bi asan ba biom se ye san ebe peda ye mu ama yafa ye ntuma paafra so mu tie ye ndia ye sanda ye san yem kotodwe gufam omunji ajinkwa budget ya eye emebunu budget yin omunji ntumuma ye ebebua yem papa
ma no ase anope na ebripem ye bekasa
o famisu me da ase
yenso ye da ase Honorable Pius Hajide na ye no edi enkomo no na ye National Youth Authority womo CEO 107.1 suni na this one says between 1973 and 1985 anytime I travel from Syracuse to Boston in the US, my petrol bill was lower than road toll. 1973-1985. O petrol bill na lower than road toll. Senti no ma kwan ye hyen.
Nanka. Obia kawa na say ye minister senior de enya bruchra no mu ko school. Ano mo ko mu hu kwan ayaye. E kwan ayaye no. They pay through their nose. With average short driver or Juma Waha. And no, France. Obiba Koha Obeba. Now we're tier 100 euros, 90 euros. Is a Ghana, Hawaii, now country and say, now UK, London. O Paki car will fear him crown. Utia. Sanity. And this kind of just saw you who you juma. Now, Pebi. Sansa or Bills Dawson, where you dear or mine obejo. Or Bills Dawson, where you dear or mine obejo. And to the ancient Sanyama way, Kakra. Now, yakan. NDC. Taxes some the Bagu Ghana for so Nanyasam Kumao. Every time ye deregulation of the petroleum sector. Mampeni kufo na eka bebregu or subsidy I buy subsidized petrol na BDC ni ade efa ho di bu ye ya ye say ye petroleum sector deregulation no I buy TMP na o start ye no eto ana wo so nyina na ye 5 and so that time no na kwam na hoy any CJ the blackboard and then I work petrol taxes. Edi 2 futuro go Ghana for ni sa buy no they introduced 3 more taxes. Omanfm. The autonomy and san begu so. E man be ye nwoche. MPP buy sa be yi bia free so. Bosumi atwa mu ye yi no. Every soa yentia and so when this for ne dia ni mu complaining about petroleum prices omo penso no taxes na gu petrol so no emu dia hi no omo yi free so omo anyi ba konkra na ya na me wo problem with media house names and for say and this for ne kasa ya see so omo ni mo record okroma as so and this for your fresh people yabo mu free sro mu free sro and o ma ba be say ya Ghana ha NDC introduce VAT on financial services.
Yes.
NDC introduce VAT on financial services. Introduce taxes on interest. So who seek our bank unya ho ensi ho no. NDC was taxing us. And young people na buy no mo be free. Domestic flight. And this is the taxes. Why? MPP bus in 2017 budget. but it's unfortunately no medium now. NDC they come as some extra or more. The gatekeepers no, they behave like illiterates. Now let me say it. Because obi can someone emfato ho records ho. I know the NDC form petty. And a budget deficit. And no budget po. A year submission be our parliament.
Yeah.
Na ne researcher nipa bia o ye research ni ade ma no nipa na ya ade ya to da anye kasa dodo
dabi
but ade e wo kasa nu ono onye economist but the no Bank of Ghana any Ghana statistical service for figures are or churning out or go to the back idea or can fe dey do baby no na this form person omo be man aka na asem kura to the extent say Sam George sorry no or draw honorable Joe say wusu attention say John Jinapo sorry or person or your point of order ewo Abu Jinapo submission and honorable say wusu catch and say next time obe disc and cross am san obe promote free parliament because ya me call daily guide mu na me fa sa story no enra Samuel Bujinapo oye minister for lands and forestry natural resources ne kasa no anasa ne submission no kashira no aboto so asemtira no abato so say MPP omo amamuo babia enye kra no MPP amamuo hu adanse die baby enye kra wo from kra no eno na te say NDC modern ba e wo soro pa like NDC almost so mo abom hu modern pa ya NDC say yensuo ne yesa no mo a NMPP yensuo ne yesa no mo a uko NDC nsuo hu no amo say yensuo de ani ate krojin ani fe de besa binom ohwania na uko MPP nsuo hu a MPP for catch so oh ene de yensuo yinye ene de ani ahono ene de enye kra wahwa o sanomo a enye ye a hwai so obetimi asabia no ma ya obehwe MPP for nsuo nani no na yes ne NDC for nsuo a wo mo de nkrofo agina ho border ro say ye won nsu pa o ye nsu ani ate wo masabinom. This is the summary Abujina po ekanra na o say NDC for se ubu man the friend of GDP growth no gross domestic product ya o man no ye adwuma ye nyina any bibia ye quantify no economically no ye keka hu sika no bomu a eno na kire se ye kwani mu ye tu anamo kwani mu wo mpunto ni sikasem ana ye ba kire wo mpunto ni sikasem no ya susudua ye di susu no eno na friend GDP growth no nti o man bia na man a omo ayeyie Asian Tigers no wa omo di mirika atini ati advanced countries na edi kan nyina na ya a consistent GDP growth enti abaya ontimi grow GDP no Ghana for ntiase abaya ontimi grow GDP no ontimi mu omanu £2 da kayanda NDC and omo transfer between 2001 and 2008 and Ghana yentimi nko lower middle income country da Ghana for we must understand this. Can this for him sadi ene ya abra MPP time ampaniku for etimi enya consistent GDP growth for 8 years etimi ma enter lower middle income country no every third world country no e call lower middle income country no can this modern boy ye ne to aso a enka de ebeko upper middle income country mampani kufo ba ne Ghana ye per capita income ti say adwuma ye be ye nyina ye bibia how much we are worth as a country. See a camp the nipa population no cha. Near per capita income no $500. Yeah, $400 and something. Yeah, economy some war memoir a bit me a catch on to say your memory hanging ye jatadi ye jetri ye bia ye cambum near the bottle so the value near see a nipa do nature. It was less than $400. By a man penny for answer no be free so near MPP. Omo pejamu money provide $1,100 USD. Yes, sir. Yeah. O level economics nyani ade ya. Enya amount per capita income na near deka. Any A level. Enya jomama no abon obu A level economics. Yeah, at least A level accounts. Enya bad sir. Yeah, A level accounts. Oh, who was supposed to say sa wonyo bi a wabon a na wo pe omfa omrensia de na sorry a disco ne ma awa munu omo achi na okwohwehwe ne sade na a dominative mind to the sense unyini kra na wotwire book a wontimi mu onkompo enkohwe wachi enhu wasa joma ma ne book no otwire no onso ka debate bi across wo school mu hasa to say maths and science quiz ne ade across and spelling bee con enema enkra ya omo de build wo future any omo dash or can workshop be handsome on book ya okay be okay science and maths or can speech and prize giving be award be e dey no kan oko disco e man ti no oko disco he was attracted to the opposite sex and a papa mo musika no the ko disco. Where ya dia me amabezia. Where ya dia ma nipa no from ne nkra brem ene ade nyina no onye bibia odi be pagya nipa onye bibia o ka book price a trash ense nipa nkra mpagya nipa man cry ambitious emo enye we nioma say no ka sa na odi ba ba mu na hwe ena John Paul can say MPP eba Abu Jinapo Minister for Lands and Forestry can say MPP ba ba mu from Nanado timing GDP growth afia enye kra ya afia or the same afia enye no ya fia ye nyina anim se COVID abawiase afa na nyina afi wo hwe economies bebre in advanced countries now omo GDP growth no ennam for but even as we speak now 2021 after COVID my bebre register negative GDP ni ade no Ghana say you 3.5 GDP growth. Yes. Na GDP growth no mo bia emfa entotonase me say countries are omutimi China, Japan, Singapore, Samina omutimi edi enkankomu no omutimi aba to Germany, UK, Italy ani America sakase enim ni America no nyina no. So once me register consistent GDP growth of between for more than 8% GDP growth for about 10 years. Won't mean leapfrog, won't mean enquanimun tamsa enkoto amina akan. Samson MPP babemua omoye. San MPP babemu omoye at least for some years now. Free say about Fourth Republic since 1992. It's between MPP and NDC. NDC omo babemua omo no modern mono yesisia edru sai. Ana o ka say afi ya yesi ya die nya kurai. 3.5. But so de kwakototo NDC de ho a John Mahama de ho na uko the year 20 of our figures no 2014, 2015, 2016. Yeah. In 2014, na global pandemic na COVID ni ho na well, we are seeing now, experience, or they say, shortage of, near my, experiencing now, freight in Bibia. John Mama. President Mills, unsa 2010. Ya the man you unsa 2010. And a Ghana, you started say year 2 year petrol. And that was the first time petroleum revenue started say a flow into our economy. Into 2010, 2011, Ghana GDP growth no. Or the oil kahwa, or the oil sector kahwa. Nanenam 11%.
Yes.
In fact, that was the fastest growing economies in here. But unfortunately, typical of NDC, Omanfm unsustaining. And per Ghana Statistical Service figures, 2014 under John Mahama, GDP growth was 2.9, 2015 2.1, 2016 3.4. John Mahama obedi president. You say, you're a third world country, here, you're a political party, you're a president, who bet me a DNM, I manage economy, am I a yini, yakwa ni President John Dramani Mahama, the best GDP growth for achieve in his lifetime as president, 3.4. Okay.
Peculiar situation which has arisen out of the COVID-19 pandemic. And in all parts of this budget and on all accounts, this budget clearly, if this House were to support it, will indeed offer the Ghanaian people this recovery and unleash the jobs for the youth and prosperity for the good people of this country. The Speaker, already, out of the efforts of President Akufo-Addo, the economy is recovering. The economy is recovering. Mr. Speaker, just 2 days ago, specifically on Monday, 22nd November 2021, the Bank of Ghana reported in its updated Composite Index Economic Activity that annual growth rate in September 2021 was 11.2% compared to 10.8% in 2020 and 4.2% in 2019, a sign of a sustained recovery from the global pandemic. Mr. Speaker, that is a clear indication that the measures being taken by President Akufo-Addo and his government is leading to recovery of the national economy. And I call on this House to support this budget, and I call on the country to support this budget. I call on the youth of this country to support this budget, because this budget, Mr. Speaker, this Ajinkwa budget is the budget that will pull this country out of the doldrums. Mr. Speaker, there's been a lot of debate in this House. And there's been a lot of political scoring and propaganda in this House. But Mr. Speaker, let me put before the House just one statistic. And this is not my statistic. This is statistics from the Ghana Statistical Service. Mr. Speaker, and to appreciate these data, I refer the House to page 32 of the budget before us, figure 1. And there, Mr. Speaker, you will find that in 2014, GDP growth was 2.9%. In 2015, it was 2.1%. In 2016, it was 3.4%, which is the best. Mr. Speaker, today, in spite of all the difficulties our national economy has undergone, in spite of the disruption in global supply chain, in spite of the fact that even developed industrialized countries are struggling, today in 2021, the GDP growth as of today stands at 3.5%. Mr. Speaker, in 2014, there was no pandemic, there was no crisis. In 2015, there was no pandemic, there was no crisis. In 2016, there was no pandemic, there was no crisis. And yet, the best GDP growth our opponents scored in 2016, which is 3.4%, today in 2021, with a pandemic, with a global economic crunch, we are growing at 3.5%. Our worst was their best. Mr. Speaker, that is the data. I don't pretend to be an economist. I don't pretend to be a financial expert. But these are the facts. The best GDP growth by the John Mahama administration was in 2016. It stood at 3.4% GDP growth. Mr. Speaker, These are Bank of Ghana figures. Nobody has contested it, and it's uncontestable. The best GDP growth in the 4 years of President Mohammed's administration was 3.4%. The GDP growth of 2021 in the midst of COVID is 3.5%. And the point I make, Mr. Speaker, is that even with COVID, we are doing far better than them when they did not have a crisis on their hands.
Lands and Natural Resources Minister Abu Jinapo and someone the Bokrat and Fire Kiki Home Common or the Atu Jano dependable herba home for Maunro Mako and 9 Adom Ladies Care Capsules and a mixture, Adom Natural Man Capsules and a mixture, Adom Queplex Capsules and a mixture, and Afi Adom Malakio mixture. When Mina Yenupa na Adom Malake no eno ebwawa yi malaria e de afi ho wonu atona wontumi eni di Queplex no e koko e de afi ho and Afi Natural Man Capsules na akoye mema de Ladies Capsules no yema de we nom yenupa ene ukodwa so for the weekend MRNF na wajo de okọ dependable herbal home for aso e bia wonim pharmaceutical shops and chemical sellers omoton ra ye no a onsa e be ka de 02422 0242223555 na omo eni omo eni nkomo emo a ye kotono na otwe awie ye Ohima Royal Rice Ghana mo a anu nsu e de ye to apeten kran ne importem wono me wotema mo eye taifa mamo bi afi baby ti se malam kaswa ene importem nyina no ofra ye director ama wonsa ka de famre wonso a tie de be bro 02444 09092 02444 eba fuel ho nsem a Ghana ha de fuel no eye ba ko pe ya to fuel wo gwel ye gitum se gwel fuel no na se woto a eboa ama watumi akwaba na afi engine no abo eho eban go well eye goel shanon so fama me opesa wo sisa wo ka oil no ni ade nyina wo kwa ye boa ema bibia eye kama eye ankasa ya de nti enye mfaso fuel papa na ho den wosoro na odi wani achregwel na me kai wo se eye one ma ene wo my phones Franco Trading Enterprise your Franco Air Conditions and afi Franco TV ani nyina na ya tete so na otwe ya wo mu nyina no weekend is okokrum na akwakope bibia to anadu ani achro in fact 22nd of this month ekopim 29 ya te air condition any ya television set ahodo ni nyina so eti right shop bibia na jodi efre na enkomodie entime enkoso 0246422338 one maso e bia wonim bia okọ ho a bibia eye boko St Peter's Mission School mabofra no adesua papa ewani mo free crèche edi kopim senior high na ya na yes all the abofra no be ko school ba ko kwa kopim so be do senior high a na yetimi asiesie ni ye na dachi wakase ye na ye enye sika na ye pe ne mom ye pese Ghana mofra no so tumi nya bebe ejina St Peter's Mission School na me kamfo edi ama East Legon na afi kwafu krom eho na won sabe kom friend 0540 123 734 0540 123 734 ye ma odan na Almanac Real Estate for na eboa mo atumi anya asase ansa na wode odan no esi so 10,000 ya teso e dia ba 5,000 ebo no efo ni nyina mu no meka kire wo se impo half plot I be ma 3,000 je wo ho we je wo ho enye etwamene bo bia entifre na ko ho 0243257223 0243257223 asase no e wo Shy Hills e da yi pa enti ko na ko pebi na bibia entumi enye kama emfama tabia for emaw enuro ahodo miensa zenike ya enono e ti umoja nani wonom e wo heba Mr. Eboa amahodi etumi aba eno heba capsules eno nso so eboa manipedua na etimi agina yie eduro no eye tabia na ye bibiduro ya 0243686861 na tabia fo nso eni wo mo eni enkomo Kings Air for ma niema mo ato a utowia ye chewade in fact so what top flat screen and na chest freezer air conditioner ye ma niema mieno bia iron any phone near dia ka ho near dia ma ebo no ya de kro no a ya no afre 0200421004 0200421004 na one Kings Air for no so akodi enkomo rent to own a house anase elanda oh anyama no ko ye rent to own na ye de high one ye de high one na ba ye wan kasa wo de na nje ya ye nitie na hye no nso usika kakra wo 100 Ghana 200 300 for any tre eye pram mutual Central University ho na ho no mo office no ye no be hye ni agene kakra ya sie baby kama wuntin ya sie na fasika nkete ne bra ye de nkete na ena ehia ye frɛ 0557 054 635 0557 054 635 na omonso ene omo eni enkomo abranya akomegiri se nano na mebusaw sapane no wa de
oh yeah me ma wo me de
atopeko ye nyina ne kobo mu ye nyina ne kobo
enti ya ma wo obia susun ko woni de
mo na ye kasa de ya de a Minister of Health and Ghana Health Service o mo say ye mo Ghana fo nyina ma ne se dodo no aba
Abayada
edu no aba emfa ni agro na me de bia abra ni de emfa to ho ye kan se ye Ghana card obia yi nani
amofa na da ho no
obia yi nani wo ma anye wo ne o mu gina wiam
yeah
ade na ba
tena ya registration ma de eche
we ya pane ya ba yi a aban de chaw no e be wi ase ji so kotua ska ntemu da mo tena ho ya de ba sorry abobi
Ghana card wo kura usika kura se yanyama wo a
line over we mo se ko o mo main office wo kura line 10 e ka ye na ye frɛ na o mo bedwom mo obi amfi enese wo hu di akwakosi enti ade na ba atomika pane na abebu nyame adaroma mampani hihye adaroma ye chebi ni enso ye tobi ebuso kona kobo de odidi agora wankasa wasem no ahye nso de amame na kai sese niam nyina ekoyie na yakọ anima mani ihye ni nyina aye kama bibia toto na kwa mu a ahoden wo Spanish garlic mixture garlic ene haban ene yakabom atwetwemu nsuo eboa wa mu ahoden aba enihwa ya no wapebi edin no ye Spanish garlic mixture 0266 114 0266 114 abna yanko yanim
yo yakọ yanim na medasoa ejina Ghanaian Times obokrata no emu na obo amane se Kofi Annan Peacekeeping Training Center no womo eye dwumedie kese pa ewo enkranha na enu eye security forum na Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center no na womo esi womo naso na wɔkyerɛ wato wɔn safra mampanimfo akɛseɛ ya wɔn abɛdi wɔn dwuma wie wɔ bibiman mu ɛna wɔn ba saa dwumadie no ebie na wɔkyerɛ nyame yɛ adom a December bosome de ɛtɔ nwɔtwe ekosi ne nkronso ɛna saa dwumadie ne ba so wato wɔn safra kane Liberia mampani maame Ellen Johnson Sirleaf ɔbɛbɛ bi ɛna afei kane mampani ana ɔwɔ Sierra Leone ɔno so ɛbɛba ɛna afei kane mampani ya na ɔwɔ ɔman mu mampani John Dramani Mahama ɛna kane Nigeria mampani Goodluck Jonathan wɔn ɛna ɛbɛbie na mampani na Adodanko Akufo-Addo a wɔyɛ adwamtene ma ECOWAS wɔno ɛna yɛ guest speaker ɛwɔ saa dwumadie kɛseɛ ase na ɔpani a wɔno ɛna wɔhwɛ peace and security studies so ɛwɔ Kofi Annan Training Center hɔ ora Eneslati ɛna ɔne nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ twetwe nkɔmmɔ ɛna wɔkyerɛ sɛ mpanimfo a ɛbɛyi wɔn ka wɔn tiri pam ho a nneɛma ahodoɔ mba bɛka ho asɛm no ɛyɛ kwan yɛ bɛfa so na kabima me kabi bɛdi hene ɛwɔ bibima nyinaa mu na wɔn a ɛyɛ ana wɔn te aban mu a wɔn bɛ so wɔn sisa constitution no na wɔn ɛtena so kyɛ na ɛkɔfa nkyɛn ahyew ba bi wɔ hɔ koraa na ɛde ku aba no wɔn bɛyi ne nyinaa ɛfiri hɔ ɔsɛ sɛ pandemic aba COVID-19 aba ma ebibiman mu dodoɔ no ano wɔn pɔ wɔn asene mu wɔn hu na no so mpanimfoɔ yi ka wɔn tiri pam wɔn bɛhwɛ kwan yɛ bɛfa so a ebibiman bɛsan si ne dada mu ne titiriw ɛne COVID-19 akyi ɛne ɛho sikasɛm a yɛhwɛ ɛde ayɛ ɔman ahodoɔ no eyie enti saa security forum no wɔn kyerɛ sɛ mpanimfoɔ ahodoɔ nyinaa bɛbɛ bi a wɔhwɛ anim sɛ nneɛma ahodoɔ a wɔn bɛka wɔ hɔ no ebibiman mpanimfoɔ nso bɛgye atom na wɔde ɛbɛyɛ adwuma
mekai wo sɛ JK festive season akyɛde a yɛde ɛma wo ni JK for sɛ menkai wo sɛ Christmas yi mu wo wo print na wo be nyina fabra enema hodo a wo de be chenkrofo ene print na hodo abe nyina no fabra na yente so mfa emma mfa discount no eso pa enti bomodin ase wo de wani ebe kire jk fo aso ye o friends so se emra be niema no yenko print emfama ye beba beje ebo no da form ne yesan so ama discount kese pa ya no afre 0593811088 0593811088 0593811088 na one wo so enkonkodi enkomo Deeper Life Bible Church said ye nyina yenim no wo masan ahye nyamesem ka fofrasia na no ya wada eno mo ehye ase mo de kwa akopem ye the 30th of this month enti mesra wo ya na do ani akere aboko bi dodowa ena fe Madina ha say papao wo mo ewo ho miaya hodo a wonim se Deeper Life wo bia no wo de wani kire ho na fe nso social media platforms nyina nso wo mo ebeye adwuma ewo ho no mo a eye onyankopon asem a osofo pani komoyi a woda asafo no ano ena wo di animu ama sa crusade kese akoso afa wiase nyina nti e ma wo remfi na wo panyame asem papati a Deeper Life abna yanko yanim
yo page 7 ewa Ghanaian Times mo ena watch se yellow fever onsa amofa asan ama no homre sho ewo memo se se nipa afemu ahwere mo nkwana kwa kodo 39 eduasan kon Ghana Health Service ena ebosa amanye na watch se enka yellow fever no ehase no na eye Savannah ene upper west regions ne pe ene wo se se aye kase no northern region edru ho oti ene blue regions ni nyina so ewo ho Dr. Patrick Kumabuaje ena watch se sie no omanfo ya wo mo sa miaye we no ne wo so mo ye nyina ne se yellow fever panie no wo mo bewo na abo wo mo ho ban wo se aban eye nhye se COVID-19 no ahodo a aban enya ewo memo ne de be ko miaye na omanfo bewo na bebo ye ho ban no yellow fever no soso de no wo mo de na mantam no a yellow fever na ma no hom ne so wo ho no na omanfo no awo o se eno na obetumi di abon ho ban afri yade no ho enti wache se yellow fever na sha se nkakra no be se nipa o ma femu ahwe o mo nkwana akakra na edu aduanan dia na che se e wo so omanfo no mo sa miaye ahodo te se oti buno ene Savannah ne etefedo mantam ni mu na wo so mo ni da ho na panie no e wo health centers ahodo ni nyina nti ukoko wo bia na abon ho ban afri sa yade no okay ha adwene
ya ne din ho nkomo no ene ne din ho nkomo ha na ya na asomden no dos ade na bai said na me kai hwe Ghana card ye kan obi amfi ye betwa mayare na abansa yellow fever ye ni miaya hodo aya na etimi free hoba miaya emo atese monkeys ne ade no no eho ena ya na free eba fisa free abo mu na eba afi bia ye bom pane wo ho e de bo eban eduru ha na nipa yinani yare no gise ka no ansa empo aka no no obekwa yare sa bia ntem no eno nso no wa yinani enti eba ne sa emo sesei coronavirus mpane nyamia da roba aba bebre afi di omo de nenam ena omo hwehwe nipa se bra na bebo omo de nam oka
omo konso a yesi omo konso a no omo business wono na mo ni AstraZeneca ho na mo ni Pfizer ho na Johnson & Johnson ni ho se de Ghana for share preference wo
do omo pe
na ya o share daily guide mu ano na health minister Ajimamenu ekan enura Akando,
yes,
ranking member on health. Or Kasano, or say, I buy cancer and kebesi samri, or buy projection mono, Kasasa would nipa be 17 million, and so nipa be 2 million per hour, and also be blah about and the Minister of Health, sorry, say. If you are dear no more, na more the politics,
abofo,
some microphone call
abata home from day one. Modern politics abata who they want. Now, yeah, interestingly, Ghana Health Service. What's that?
Omanfm.
Even among health workers, baby, I want less. Even among health workers, parts of the country are yet dominated by NDC people. I'm saying it here today. Even among health workers, among health workers, frontline workers, no munu here pania no sesa so munyina ewo no. And in the general populace, no, baby omo ayo awo less baby anu omo ankasa empeso mbe wo no na opacha omo e wo no eye NDC stronghold throughout the country. Yeah, Enyanwa. Just NDC for Ajimboni Ebo Mutimua. You have no idea the extent to which Ombeko Akopolitum Crofagin Akansamogu among health workers. About 3 months ago, I said, American NDC stronghold, nurses, cram person weapon. Let's face it. You started Ghana Cardi, you announce say, uni Ghana Carda, untimi, and register our SIM card. No, almost started say, almost Eban, GRA Hon. Yeah. Minimum say news editor, and now I can disclose it. We got a factory, I want to see a better exercise. So ye inti me do bi ato ho no ko father yi ba o ye yamu but statistics are minimum say ye gadai underground e so sem crofo dodo na afa na omo ba be ye bi no omo dodo na no wo omo political affiliation any baby omo free in this country. Look, mama ko ye vox pop ho and I know. And you may be a strange Ghana. Yeah, I'm telling you today, these two facts may catch the one. Look, say, yes, and this MP singing out you can't tell me, sir, Munya who be how come, sir, even among health workers. You got that statistics, and the Kogan, hey, so, and that is the truth. Among health workers. And this is stronghold crap. No one person, no Nasako population.
Back to Kwajima menu asem no akando na sorry gina ho keke se aban kan se bepem sa bring kadodo se ene yawo ene o se hwe mo be kai a me na mani abre se me pe empane no bi ama yatumi awo ne ntem na mo so me minimum ra hye ba bifia egu mani mu ase poto egu mani mu ase se me pese me wi o man ni sika ena ade ani ye gyae de to ho afa mu asan betwa mo abebusa se ade na bepem sa bre yentimi ngo ba bia na ye pese ye de ekoduro no mo ho ade amo aye mo ka ho bi ena kuroi ebo mo ka ho bi ena kuroi ebo for the time a na candidate so wo ho na ye president sa be ka bi ye preso obi abetumi anya bia bo no mo dimrika be gina ye kon so se ma ye nkotua sika ma ye nyese ende wasa be gina ha se e bebusa se adenti ena dodo ane ye pese ye wo no ye ntimi enwo ye enti enimguase amode agumi Ghana ha no medi say ya mo ase no me ma ye krado na me twen sa mo se mo ba hwehwe enema akoso mu a ma ye krado na mom me ma mo ate ase se enimguase de mo agumi bi keke yenko
yeah enti o daily guide my manu and all kind health minister lament vaccine politics and all can say the omde akwakokodu no any preference NDC ni hu ni hu omo supporters free Ghana had Ghana card no hia omo other West African nationals on baba be card ni bi eno na na NDC agenda eno na NDC MP bia push no hold for it do say Ghana for enya card ni bi omo ntimi mfa nkonko register omo sim card no initially no initially no omo mbaba nyake na say kasani baby ni pa free ni baby na
coronavirus. Franklin one Netherlands, he says I will be going on Monday for my booster shot. Those of us who got Johnson vaccine have been called. The infection rate is now over 20,000 a day.
Say a new variant be South Africa. New variant finaba. enti men fa covid ni mi agro say no ya to bibia pe ahwe ya see say covid.
Yeah, say Southern African countries do a ufro na ukudru ama bebre so a e be sa ma wa e be ma wo e be quarantine
enro no na wo ho no na kwana kobo o
munko Ghana buy aboka koto no bebre e dia ba eno ya agima manu e koto a ye kokunu ya kokko hanginu ye hu de ndc akoye hu de da LC letters of credit worth $2.5 million ye ko hanga agima manu wa bra yan lusu kapre sikana sa return afedie ade no akwakoye no ho no na akwakoye asemi ya na maminye abujina podie no apart from GDP growth na okan osade another statistics ban so a na no so efa NDC modern mo ho on say asamba ko a omo kan ne say aba we jibosia dodo na bosia ye je no anase aba spend sika dodo nti ama budget deficit aba the budget deficit aba no amana kwa akoba say sika dodo aba egie anase nsa betumi aka eni de odidi dwumandos ya e wo brem so a afri sana na do ba ye o share no ho aba share no ho kiti discipline ho say men spend money mroso enti budget deficit say sika dodo a men nsa beka na fibia eni sika dodo a me use no aba we kura ko share ho mra kenoforiata as finance minister o pese o checking ho na aba discipline ho nti akwa share mra efa budget deficit ho ama ebi nim bebre mpo wa ba mu na o mo ne nya adwen say na deficit die etimi ba adenti na akwa share mra say yempese ye best spend more than near more than 5% of budget deficit in any year. Am I for no? Yeah, before the COVID and the COVID buy and NDC Katom say a buy has been reckless or spend basa. Now budget deficit e wo hono krano onhu bida. And I say e bi mada. And once again
when you say NDC tax pensioners MPP ban no me free ho pensioner and I want tax no
yeah o tax no
Sabra no mo hunu ba bia no
yeah
interesting
yeah enti or the budget deficit so figures at the buy na eno na me hwe in 2012 na crisis my na global pandemic my na oman bia ni ahochirem normal economy a obi abu na monhwe joma ama na nsa no adwuma
2012 2013
yes.
2014
wa be call daily guide page 6 statistics war 2012 budget deficit a onyaye 12.2 yeah 12.2 atu force ni and ayi or the saying Bolga Central ni the saying you no ultimate chat Dr. Mamu Amadu Ochaba Umyampo
back did you know
NDC economy there na dwen ne so your finance person
Mahudi paro
yeah 2012 NDC under John Mahama budget deficit was 12.2 yakwa election 2012 election John Mahama hwie sika et said the hwie quota le gu kwanso or register budget deficit of
Adongo
12 Adongo 12 register budget deficit of 12.2 of GDP 2013 or register 11.7 of GDP 2014 11.9 of GDP entino enne kura yi a ewiase afana nyina UK eboro US eboro obia eyeyi check budget deficit about we register entina ekoko battery abuasama na o kan say MPP performance eye worse obia nim se bibi na atente atia besen wiase entra bibi na atia besen ye komuntra bibi na abentra ati sa de se wufra ntwapa a wunhia na de akopios a ene de enye na oba ye kura no munye we de abna wa ma mepie yi je we fire petrol ubebie wonsam no ubedura fichira bebi na m say eyesin nipa obakọ obehye da kan say na de wa ba yi
abu kan asem no side see o manim say sa records obi an challenge
this a Bank of Ghana figures.
We are born for Bian challenge.
This a Bank of Ghana any figures. So all canona John Sam George sorry or draw speaker attention about there about say John Jinapa sorry pursue raise the point of order. Editia Abujina. They couldn't challenge it. Dabi. And it's a Ghana for your pesi a quanimu, your peso money tumpo, near pesi a dear one brodia. Ye nim political party, as I say to Abaman. Ghana for ye nim. It is there, Obia record, but for strange reasons. Any reason best known to Nkrofonti, ye beja de papa near Kwakokfa at the bonnet. Records no, and a honor.
Kege mi anai homra.
Sir.
Aye, ye bre no kopa 10 minutes after 9 ye nai homra ye. Na dia kano ye de abeto aso.
Hey, what fish summer you know? And many who say I can once and who can papa kisi ya no baha, none nasa tataya, or casano didn't sakatana. But we are to say papa.
Matilda Mokanina, Spanish garlic mixture, and then a capsule sadaroma, and I'm a pomodressa.
Wow, why a nice ankasa, Spanish garlic mixture, and then a capsule. Hey, and your mama ye come apart.
A woman body dear for Sunny would be Pedriano. Now a voice is a bro, I want to chew hypertension, a tick or restoration, will be a target to and temper. Gas yam, a macra, a mania mum of future cromuna, a torch, we broke the water of Vienna, a friend and Hoyan.
And see as for Spanish jinko capsules, Hana.
Spanish jinko, and Udia Yanura, watch your free, jinko biloba, and soya oil moon. Now a bois and Melma Mumutimi Jom now see a paya Juma, and my wife Jomo Daho.
Martin says anti-aging and a more good retentive memory.
Now yet on Spanish garlic mixture, and this Spanish ginkgo capsules new here.
And check Herbal Center for and then pharmacies can make herbal shops and run some of 0266 11 41 11. A painful about more money for them quadra with the infusing and come FDA AG ingredient cratry atom.
Cocoa dairy free coconut milk. Cocoa dairy free coconut milk. Yakube America or boy dear bakube and a yediaye. So would the good tea and now cocoa more and more popo. Enti Emma no pediani yakra beshankasa. Calcium ni vitamin D2 are a woman. Emma will see no ndumpe yedi. Vitamin D12 nso boama umoja no di efusane. Cocoa dear eduabana yediaye. Na Vegetarian Society a wo UK ajia tumpefi. Cocoa dairy free coconut milk. Tibaku sesia. Etu for telephone 027-444-0180. FDA ahwehwesa etwade nkrato yimu ajatum seye. Cocoa dairy free coconut milk.
Oh yes! The ultimate +1 promo. Enya Landi Abedu Rent to Own by Cities and Habitats. Omisha Plan City Extension Project. I say Ediaba Sabra Nabeto Fienia Madan Kraba Kunka home. Free under the Plan City Extension Project. Yentam Nabra. Na ubetimi abetna edaya eye rent to own. Anibwanso Dafon Bambo Chinaso. Na community won utimi say you. This is a carefully engineered city. Shannon said this +1 promo efiti na kopim 31st October ena ebakuna wieye nemom enhihye kakra ewo ho frey ewo 055-553-0300 ena 057-791-1101 ena 055-705-4635 your partners any city and habitats Wingo Pram District Assembly Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development any UN habitat your website at newaccra.city and the Project Management Center, what the Central University Campus, Pram, the Plan City Extension Project, shaping Ghana's urban future.
Then I have party, school papa pie bakope, and one St. Peter's Mission School. Now so meka, me ring.
Oh, nyabutre, ebi ana won kan kire no say St. Peter's Mission School no eye day and a boarding school. Na woje free crèche, neji, SHSA Ecro, woye business, general science, general labs, visual labs, home economics, science wo remedial school. Na sem dey ka ho ne say St. Peter's Mission School, we be a branch for kra e wo kwafo krom, ya e ben sawom. Wo wa be fonsa no bia ya enkode dia grow wo hono mo. E ma chede anyame dedum wo mo no etie. Wo ICT lab, library and a face science lab e wo hono mo. Na mo basis no emuso sinyi ankasa. Say ewiase assistant no, waye wo no an e-learning platform wa. E be bo ma koda no adwe aye adwuma ntem. Na wo de asua de nya ne homo ahotofo. St. Peter's Mission School wo East Legon Obojo, Ashalebotre New Town down. And a kwafo kromo e ben sawom. 0540 123 734 and 0540 122 734.
Viewing Black Friday at Bantemo Franco Trading Enterprise. Every 22nd November, Kosi 29th November 2021. Enjoy amazing discounts in all Franco Trading shops nationwide. What is why? Call Franco Trading Enterprise Shop Biania. Twadie Nenya Santis Oibi. Fre 0246 422 338 and 0555 939311 and log on to francotrading.com. Sheshe Franco Trading Enterprise Wadabraka opposite the Roxy Cinema Osu Oben Ecobank no Accra or opposite the Minaba Building Hajo or Accra Station La Paz or opposite the Tema Station Tema or Community One Waterworks Circle or opposite the Other Rise War Medina or about 100 meters from the police station Wakaswa or Nekaswa Polyclinic no ne dish anymore.
Hey, Unya, oh, Kawi, you been feeling Kawi, full of the Guman, the Gold Super XP Ron 95. I have one additives, Papa B. And yes, I'm debut Gold Super XP Ron 95 on a higher grade fuel. Now, so no one no more fuel near Pepe, Mashadai and Senia and Rentemu into a bomb Siska and a Sansu who engine no more ye Phoebe frame cannon was also into when you nature no one no more fuel near Pepe. I say, additive diesel XP so into just a baby and who here said driver Biabacasa would get extra Bia for the high grade fuel. Golly, I Goyle, good energy.
Say a case Dominion herbal powder, a young one Juma, and immune system, and now Quabo will nip a Germany yet. Nan the senti, what I did, I resume Kunimua, and what dance be new.
I don't dare fine pa, Manumbi, Sina midi one dancing, and I say, may say, no one price to station, it on white. May buy me now, science, I'm a minia problem, and 9 Mrs. into me now be. Demetra Kunyason, so no more drone 3 days. It's me, Jina Menaso, a try dear.
Dominion herbal powder, dear, Minia, and yet. Amanfo adansi enti na bekanfo ne aye ewo me nipadua mu no eburo madwen ene menti ase so nipa biara a wo pese wudi wo mfie nyankopon de ma wo no na wudi me na de emma Dominion herbal powder empa wo hu de biara da
asem no na da ho no Dominion herbal powder enwanso anya wo nsuo hie wo tea cup mu na de atreketo ase bia gumu wo twa nseti anom wawie Angels Dominion Herbal Center won kokko ene de aba apemfo aba ton mo manufo ene nkwada wo nimfie dum ye ne de won ka ho dodo afre 054 315 8195 FD ayehwesa edwadie nkrato mu agiatum se eye
beautiful brand new day me telegram no na so no akuahwefi aba me basesi a me wofa wo so man ne ne ma report BBC mu seledi wo betre fia ro so fa me nyehwe
hey homeboy guy it took up pot na wo fa man home appliance ne je say eye can say appliance
mentoni baby a e ka kins
can say appliances wo wura ho na atade wo mo teso ma wo ne je say wo dem ho ne ma pray nye ne nyina bo na wo toy madam fu bi na ka kire me say me ma can say appliances meto ne ma na atade ba ko ye chew ba ko utomi ne chew no fenya washing machine air condition refrigerators woofer with surrounding speakers ene dia mu ne ma bia brand ne so de Samsung Hisense Media Chigo Pearl Nasco ene de keka ho bia
utomi enu a wonya ne ma mienu de ko miensa obefa ne ma miensa kwa
ya me beto ya ne ma nyina ensa wa me ne mobile ene total ene din hwa ne mu
ofan ko barrier ye ben police station no
abeka free pipe junction
amasama universal filling station
papa say White House ACP
try 0555 776050
0200 421 004
I give you praise, oh God. Bedema garlic bit
bitters ya menum ye no ama ahode fufo bia ba minsimi mo entimi do brame ye ni aguro bi ne hede obedi first
akosia what be was so na mbebu efisa me mama badama garlic bitters ya prekoso wo mo no ewura me ni padua mu ebusu mi immune system etimi nantio mitumriko me ye dwumo me di aguro
the Dema garlic bitters a eno kwa na prekese fremu no ahode die so obi anim wo die be se brame ni agro na hade
na agro no ye pilolo na asa jack for you
wo de premi hana menka bibi ngu wasu
correct
eyo dewu
five na woni yare na homreti ni ayesi abosa na sene badama garlic bitters the only garlic bitters ya prekese wo mu no abeka nya se dia ene na ase ankoma fan care ventures limited ya wode aba ama apete okaishi drug lane na boache kingswalk freedom pharmacy ni all herbal shops net to 40 frekoto bi 027 242 2242
the Dema garlic bitters prekese garlic wom
every Ghana my this year, what's on footing to you? Enemy were drawn was swa if you tinated her center or bedemam. Your friend tinated West Bow Capsule, Coco Nado Crow, who is in a yoya, we am net team, and I say a Jumadinti, a mark what I say, I'm a when you see problema, who here tinated West Bow Capsule, car when Shana when ya, what's your shade, and I'm soon the own to me now nice one, who here tinated West Bow Capsule, will be a honor Coco, on to me, Embo, and yet there was a way, who here tinated West Bow Capsule, tinated West Bow Capsule, a tinated her center, and Aquafaba.
Hey, tinated ambassador. No, I know what's you. And your miss students are may use laptop. Many say me who are you? I didn't use me West Nansan and Mehun, Mr. Median.
Many are buying Casacra. We here tinated Hayan Heba capsule. Hayan Heba capsule. And no enebejo. So what's my computer? If you be brave, I'm not when you're a new problema. We here tinated Hayan Heba capsules.
Hayan capsules?
Yes, tinated Hayan Heba capsules.
And the papa what drive at later Ache and Anajo. Who I see you. Any minya bem or pusan any man in our own machine. And I said, na beji minime busia
ayo tinated Hayan Heba capsules eno ene beje woni wabusia e ba be bom ho bai afi eni ya de kitingiti ya adokoro ho eni wabusia wa hye space ache ama hu ade ye ana wo ready e wo so de book ni ba wanim ana hu ade watiri hu ya tinated Hayan Heba capsule e ye draw waso a tinated Heba kro ya akofa aba ode abro se emwo na nti wani so ema wani so na ho embie wani so ja ne hu ade ye tinated West Bow capsules eni tinated Hayan Heba capsules eti usisi mono na ebie wani so
electricity. Amana real estate for medamwase nye promotion amu ye ya aka me seka fie yi ehe na menya asase ato ebusia wo nhwe amana real estate adwi me ne wo nti no wo se ne nsase a e wo Shy Hills akane na odigi 10,000 cedis no ene wo ye promotion ti what is to shim e de aba 5,000 Ghana cedis wo tua 5,000 ni nyina dia wo krata ka ho a wo de ma wo ni asembia na mom no so pese wo tua ne kakra nso a wo no betena se ye hye ya e be ma wo ho hi was right our half plotter and also what on 3,000 Ghana cedis ediama wo amana real estate in sase no so die watwitwa akwanya tum eyina mon kane ne nsuo wo so dada enti ne se woto wasase oh bia eni ho amana real estate e wa Shaiman one Queens Hotel no na ebonhwe ni mu ana frɛ 020-142-7331 ana 0243-257223 amana real estate. You dream it, we build it.
Same great bank. TMA, we want some Debbie Free Agricultural Development Bank. MO. So what you are catching our ADB Nkwadia. ADB the Payday Plus. Aba Amo. Minim se wo here. Upe sika adia yebibi ansana. Unsaka waketia. Ubet me ajisika sidim pim do 10,000 Ghana cedis. Ana waketia nam jemu edio watchi. Ane edio watchi 80%. So what me TSSK wona edia semua. Eni woni interest biara eniasem. Unsatu mika ADB Payday Plus. Dakrope. Say within 24 hours. Say upe ADB Payday Plus in Jeremu Biara. From Meredith, it was 0243-273-369. And now from now, it was 0244-284-197. ADB, truly a Greek and more. Kayo in Shishaya Kakra, ewa home.
That was so ne, Machu, Madi, Mira.
Diana udisa. Hey, na malaria na fahia mutu waria momoni agisa no.
Adom malakio mesha ewo hwe malaria ent na yeso ncho.
Ye kwaya test e biwo mu pe anye num adom malakio mixer. Ani gina malaria body weakness yo tiredness yo hwim ye nyina ho atoye ntam kura.
Na adom natural tonic a esisi ha yisu ye.
Adom natural tonic nso. Ye num to ya ye ntimi nidie. Eno na ya num bi edidi a ye ho tayen sa no.
Adom natural tonic.
Minya ni mia na mentimi nidie. Menum bie bono me taisa.
Ah, mo hwa ye fepa ene ya mepe biato.
Ni nyina apefo abatan ya wo mo manufo ne nkwada wo ni fie dunsi anka ho. E wo pharmacies chemical herbal shops. Dodo a ko dependable herbal home, Medina New Road, Greenhouse. Anane branch wo ka so opposite there to International School. 024 2223 555.
FDA ahwehwe sa ejedi nkrato mu agi atum se eye.
Adepa no kofa bae wasan de 3CP papa ebeboa efie bia aba mese adepa de etwamu da wo de 3CP egu somu dware a eba ho ban efi muamoa ho fa 3CP efren so huhu wanu anopa bia na ma wo se ho ban wonu aduane na eja ana esohie ehyewo a fa 3CP efren so fifa so eno ano no wo hyewu wi a fa 3CP efra eso fifa so na beboa obebre 3CP ehye pimples epompo ekro na ekumkro enimnimu ya wonso 3CP so de enye na wodra stores bia mu etufo ko adepa pharmacy ene SGSSB ene hwani mu okanshi free 0302 664 832 kumase adepa pharmacy ewa dum ene Hello FM ene hwani mu 3CP efie bia hia 3CP bambo.
Go. Wake up to a fresh morning. National Agenda, your number one morning show.
Yo, onsa na no adoso e by say nkwada bi yeso mo wi 100 Ghana nti omo bo wo mo adeja e de wo mo e fa krom ho bro wo mo a na maame ba ko na ne baka ho o se yame anim ni kwan a IGP ene police fo afa so di asem na ma no no nani ajepa o se e ba ye no Omanfm na wo mudi se nyambrasem no yanche obia na omo sane nam ho se o maame wo yo hia ni untumi ncheye enso IGP shene bo se obefre no ama wode nkwada no kra bakra ma o mako police hospital ni nyina no ampa o ho no one day a ne phone so ya frɛ no IGP na ne kasei maame na ni age papa pa yi chese sesi ano o mo ka se nkwada no mbesa do ma to school mu ba kokra de no so besua adwuma ne nyina so IGP ni police fo no aye e de ama no nti chronicle do bokrata ne se maame no maame Augustina Danso eni age papa pa won hyehyɛ ya IGP ni police fo na ye e won kwada na omo ye omo sa wo adosho no na National Youth Authority se woni ora Pius enam hagide adi nkomodada o kyese Omanfm na omo ye adwuma e wo to booth no bebre no a eye mebunu na asoye no aka se omo bere asane omo anaso omo do mbekọ bia ye foforo na omo akwaye adwuma omo nyi omo de wo se eno so National Youth Authority no ebe mo mani ade akire papa bo no ma hwe se obi biara na oye adwuma wo to booth no ampani ampara omo area asane omo ama omo nya adwuma foforo eyo na ukọ emfifini ho a ena kane bantima mra shebedwane honorable Ochema Boaje metene nka chepa wa mufa osi ono die se nka chema wuntumi betie na semu a anka on step down asantemantam chairman race no ono die ne foot rank ode ma chairman eno no chronicle do bokrata ne ensema no pe ode aba no
ode aba eno no keke yenko wi
ya menko daily guide matuesian omo ti omo bank a semu am bank na mbegunu kra enka enyaya na metiye na mo abe eka wate bank wa fa nipa be 2000 and something na abai ese wagunu na wanka ne customers do wanka bank ne customers do I believe they will be in hundreds of thousands and the staff 2000 something no o say abai egu bank rekwa wa anyene ho so mbehwere o mo adwuma na nkrofo atieti o mu sika dia ba beto o bank ho anye bi o mbabro more than 100,000 wo de why bank ne basa amana guma obi baso oba be yi ni sika ontimi nyi no de ni dwetiragu won so wo customers na wo gu omo dwetire no obu employ enipa enum obu employ enipa du obi yesay obi eno dia wo nwene wo mo ho. Yeah, I'm beginning to have problem with some of these networks. Mpenimfo we ekokasa ho. Asem say almost sorry anopa no mkwadwuma. Na yomo agya omo adwene ofie. Obi be kasa wontimi musa na asem say hey, now they wo kan wo adwuma yefo a. Wo ni omo akabo mu as condam crofosika. Amo mo nsasi fom a. Omo ba omo nya sky yete hana med bank na de Medland. Oba bataya ne nana shenechi police ni a couple bond basa sana no okoyi 200 cities also and several other people omo ye salaried workers omo sika loko Gian bank omo ntimi anyi and so many other people I know there said now all of a sudden these people have found their voice. Let me come back to Atuesian and now copy a kotwa and also graphic graphic page we anti-judge ne kan say unrelated delays na dia na kofa asam na buy na enra Atuesian graphic page 26 I won't tolerate delays otemuafo no na justice Eric Chebafo enra say na daily guide anim so ha Atuesian enra ye hwe na niwa wa ama ne lawyer asore de krata bi akwakohye otemuafo amsa okokaya wanya sleeping disorders
sleeping disorders
just oda na krokrache no ontimi man Abnazo I was said the reality ontimi na mane ho ntono said the order nto oda na krokrache no Uncle Bisa, Ghana, how many people? How many people? Yes, there be any that's many through o'clock. I'm a damn passo. And I just trouble for cancer. Now, Obia, as them way down so near dear, but I dear betcha no about court. Any ideas I went to me and I mean, this is the time in your life we complain about sir and your man yamawi. Yeah, share Kofi Duku. What diska? Yaduako court. Wako jiatum also betu scanner 20 million. Yeah, a merenaso or 1 million. Untia she. Obasha new agent de nama. Obasha new agent de. And near my say na mo ya. Odia say a sankrofo bufu. Nyanya by papa ene enya no na buy ne say wafa obia wusika wo bank bank no mo tumi krata o mo di adwuma nko a de usika no ya ma ne nhimu keke woni de enti o mani abere na o mo twen senka aban ko pesa abosia no onfa mre wo mo te say the NDC time ne de bro ma no ma di no NDC time no mo ko se bank no musika samonye ena mo ko je liquidity support obi start to esian o liquidity support na o koji ase mo na me krata na me de adwuma wo ena se me ni sika ade akine nkrofo ba so mba baji o musika ne ade a me yenden in the Bank of Ghana say ne yenye ne tentem giska we na fa ko no obi ba wanya bi atua nka oji sika no afa na sika die ho adwumone aba ni tirim afa na sika die ho adwumone aba ni tirim ena oye na adwe say ne sika no mechiche kwa Atuesian o draw sika no ewo mayeye bag mu ena odi we say odi kwakwaye de publicity asede odi wa fa
sabre na krokra
odi we sabre me show say the whole night one or planet say ye say the ade be chia me disca we be kwa me dis satam de wa maye hu so daya na wana enne de oba be kan kire say ade chia ma na kokwa ne lawyer mam ne doctor na achro. Now I like the tone now, judge, no, at the car asem no. So o claim say, and o claim say, what claim say. Now Obadada. Me teacher Obadada. Now, hey, justice, any democracy. One young one botra, and as a one tiasia. One shot over 2 yamkuti. Na over country say, untimina. Omo my papa crana.
A difference between NDC and MPP and it's NDC. No one is Ghana more. No one as I know my coach. No, that is why Bank of Ghana and penny up the cost in the den. A Siamano. One pan woman now, movie say. How many movie? Now, can no be budget liquidity support. Say, Obi Koban Soko Jiniska, Onion till 1% crisis, Beba. Nti Jacob Okoa, Nessikano, Wasako Kudi. And now these people are talking, and you go me bank, and I'm a workers, 2,000. And now, but who Musomo said, now customers, yes, customers, no, how many of them are no ambassador on the Yo Musica, and they'll call your business, no Mutimiabi.
To a fresh morning, national agenda. Your number one morning show. Wake up to a fresh morning, national agenda. Your number one morning. It's
Friday. It's a brand new one from the Daughters of Glorious Jesus. Oh. Auntie Cynthia, good morning.
Kwan suju medie hiamo membia nkanko Ghana eku wiase ne di wiase so ba Ghana Shippers Authority ani so ade hu ne se ye bebuo nsuo so adwadifo wo hawbi a wonam mu efiri no ma ayra di aseye sika yaji wa emfa kwan so ene hawo huduo pi henya daje chen nsuo so adwadifo eno ma eko se de be ya wo beti ase ye ni so ade hu ne se ye besom ni asom sompa Ghana Shippers Authority wo Ghana Shippers House Ridge Accra Gapoha Towers Tema NCA Building 4th Gardens Echupe Okumas Takrade Shippers Center Takrade Yamusa Building Sansuna Gumbihini Tamale Yawo Complaints Unit Ewo Elibu Paga Aflau Boda Sansuna Kutuka Wimshejina Bia Ena Takutel Takrade Fred 0302666915 and I toll free number 0800300055.
Ghana Shippers Authority, providing shipping solutions.
Muntayen 107.1
Gracefield morning, a warm welcome to Maritime and Port News. Maritime and Port News is proudly sponsored by the Ghana Shippers Authority. They provide you with the best in oil shipping solutions. Contact the Mother Shippers House in Accra, and it's also supported by Amin Scientific and Alternative Medical Hospital. Amin, God is our healer. You can also join us on YouTube Live on Omanfm and also tune into Ash FM in Kumasi for more maritime and port news. I am Nanisi Buat, and let's move straight to our stories this morning. Ghana and Denmark has signed 2 green agreements to boost cooperation to combat climate change. The 2 agreements are geared towards zero emissions in maritime transport and water efficiency and conservation. In a statement, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo said Ghana is an important partner of Denmark in West Africa, especially in the areas of peace and security, including maritime security, economic growth, and trade. The two leaders have therefore affirmed their commitment to deepen the ties of friendship between their nations. This happened at the visit of the Danish Prime Minister to Ghana. He applauded the Danish Prime Minister for her contribution to the fight against piracy in the Gulf of Guinea. Denmark is one of the primary seafaring nations in the world. Between 30 and 40 Danish-operated ships cross the Gulf of Guinea daily. The country has deployed a naval frigate to the Gulf of Guinea until April 2022. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo told Ms. Frederiksen, the Prime Minister of Denmark, that the linkage between the piracy and the jihadist insurgency was an obvious one which will put West Africa in flames. Let's listen.
There are a lot of things that are working between our two countries that should provide the basis for strengthening the relations even in future. And I believe that this visit of yours provides us a base for inspiring and igniting and consolidating that relationship. So it's good of you to have come. As you know, in February, I believe it is now being scheduled for February, there's going to be also a meeting between the African Union and the European Union in Brussels. It is going to provide us an opportunity for the leaders on both sides to come to grips with some of the major issues of the world today, the issues of jobs for young people, security issues. We have the jihadist insurgency, the Sahel in West Africa, that continues to pose a major threat to the security of our various nations in West Africa. ECOWAS. We have also the growing menace of the pirates in the Gulf of Guinea, a development that you have responded to. And I think that we have to applaud you for your courage in taking this decision to provide some sort of military response to the work of the pirates. And the nightmare in West Africa, of course, is the obvious one. A linkage between the pirates and the jihadists would put West Africa in flames. And we have to do everything possible to prevent that linkage. But these and the issues of growth, economic relations between Europe and Africa, these are the things that are going to be on the table from our side in Brussels. And we expect that our government will take a very progressive position on many of the issues. We appreciate the world view that animates the work that you're doing in Denmark and within the European Union.
Ms. Frederiksen, on her part, expressed her country's readiness to help protect Ghana's ocean and address other issues such as security, poverty, and unemployment. Let's hear her.
We also have a lot of future things on our table. Climate changes, just to add another topic to the agenda. We were just talking about what's happening in your region because of climate changes. Then poverty raise and migration starts, and it brings a lot of different problems with it. And we need to respond to the climate changes both in Africa and in Europe, and to build a stronger bridge between us when it comes to climate changes. We also already discussed the problems with radicalization in Africa, and you just said that what you fear is if we see the combination between the pirates and jihadism. It's very understandable that you fear that, and of course we are very glad and we're also proud that we are just some few minutes from here at the sea, because it's a common interest to protect our oceans and the security problems that you are facing and we are facing, and that we are facing worldwide. So the maritime security is a high priority for Denmark, and we are very happy for our cooperation and that we are in the Gulf of Guinea, of course.
You heard Ms. Frederiksen. She is the Prime Minister of Denmark. In other stories, Greece has become the third biggest ship-owning national in the world since January this year, with its total value increased from $93.2 billion at the beginning of the year to $145 billion, according to data published by Vessel Value, the leading online valuation and data provider for the shipping, offshore, passenger, and super yacht industries. Meanwhile, China has moved the first place, Japan in second, with the US fourth behind Greece, followed by Singapore, Germany, South Korea, UK, Taiwan, and Norway. According to the report, Greece is the largest tanker owner, and although earnings have been lingering at record lows, there has been an increase to spot rates, which have brought up values for the entire fleet. New building values and hence resale values have also increased between 20 to 30% across VLCCs, Suezmaxes and Afrimaxes since the beginning of the year. China's increasingly extreme COVID-0 policies are standing in the way of a full recovery for the shipping industry and prolonging a crisis that snared ports and emptied shelves worldwide. In its attempt to keep the virus out, China continued to prohibit crew changes for foreign crew and recently imposed as much as a 7-week mandatory quarantine for returning Chinese seafarers. Even vessels that have refreshed their crews elsewhere have to wait 2 weeks before they are allowed to the ports in China. To comply, ship owners and managers have had to reroute ships, delaying shipment and crew changes, adding to the supply chain crisis. The world's biggest exporter, China, is a key hub for the shipping industry. It is also the last country to hew to the COVID-0 policy, with increasingly radical measures. Around the world, factories, shipping, and consumers are still adjusting for the pandemic that's not going anywhere. Supply shortage are showing signs of easing in the US, but worsening in the UK. Some ports in Asia are getting less congested, but in California, loaded vessels are still piling up. Ship managers and operators are calling for China to relax its restrictions and government to prioritize seafaring and shipping, or risk continued disruptions that may go deeper as mariners bear the brunt of the toll. In our final story, the Food and Drugs Authority, FDA, has reiterated its commitment to support the Africa Continental Free Trade Area after initiative aimed at promoting intra-Africa trade. The Deputy Chief Executive Officer responsible for technical operations at the FDA, Mrs. Ikuya Amate, speaking to the media on the sidelines of the just-ended second Intra-Africa Trade Fair held in Durban, South Africa, said FDA would want to advocate for the speedy harmonization of regulatory requirements across the continent to reduce undue cost that businesses incur while trading their product across the continent. On that note, we wrap up this morning's edition of Maritime and Port News. Maritime and Port News is proudly sponsored by the Ghana Shippers Authority. They provide you with the best in all your shipping solutions. You can contact them at the Shippers House in Accra, and also supported by Amin Scientific and Alternative Medical Hospital. Amin, God is our healer. My name is Nanesi Boatima, producer. Kwekwa Bwaji. Have a great Maritime and Port Day.
Go. Wake up to a fresh morning. National Agenda, your number one morning show.
Any abide no see and chassis. Now, minimum so a politician, and that's all a political science. Minimum say we are politics and political science and economics. But you can't totally assume the role of Dumfe and Abab Watting. And you are the same person, and then you are kicking against this. And in Tiabai, no, either say, on Pia Usika, and I say, budget no want to swana.
And now, when I make a sign or say the issue, was asking who say, one more, I will cheer toward that. And now, when I make a sign or say the issue, was asking who say, one more, I will cheer toward that dam. A bind way baby bedding warm until you honor any issue, Nanka buying you one more, it cheer toward that dam free. Now,
How does he do it? It's just like saying, say, one more bit to your school fees. You knew a moment free SHS. No criteria better than Bukakoye. And no criteria do not amount to injustice. And I just said it, yes. We have fear not to change. And the permit continue as a branch, you be at yes, Abonti say, woman, they fix the country. Nipa Kuye, Nakofadia Metro say, a bino, one share. Or mine na or how are you woman yenye every any problem and your platform wa I was here some tree near gusu some send your buy na yen a dosso and into this idea and bar never ya kaya beyeno you have say and quite dear friends who quite dear fe you discard or man penny se queer me fast with the yin and profu ya side yes a quite is what buapada no buapada na wie na was a triano or so I was answer. Etiye for anyini hu yi na yenhwe etiye for anyini hu yi na yenhwe senya ya esitie hwe animdifo bi nsem o say animdifo bi nsem a ya oboka edifa budget ho eni senya esitie na yenhuru senya pempen so a yadure no yemye gya ye ho ema nkrofo bi entumi nya yi se na okomra hye badwafie na wo hwe ne a NDC for no air no Malcolm X yeah. Okay, say so early in life I had learned that if you want something you had better make some noise. Malcolm X me kind was in free me frasi brave benjana the amount sadi a upe bia no fe ne den na e so typical akrati fie na emo ekom de na yesusu what you say but san NDC for na fa ne say wo consistently no or petumi and into Wabakikam, I did it. And suddenly that is what the exact description of Malcolm X. Share your budget, no near and penny for him, the phobia, or maybe boor may my outdoor. Atrem, accord a ye, any and a yomukai. You better can't have Magna Charta, and I'll be Kotunia, and for the sake of a Messama Kutubim. A chief from Fanchemi. Yes, a chief from Fanchemi. And some no doors on
a church on also doors.
Yes, taxation. Okay. Near, say, Magna Charta Smokai, was say, everything a politician promises at election time has to be paid for either by higher taxation or by borrowing. Was this Obia Begina Sumpia to say NDC and MPP? No, I say me ba me we just yeah. You know what said you either so old to a tia. Ana say obekwa ko babosia bosia so de yemfa tutuka essence ye din siachi basi ho tiania obiso ka ebi John F Kennedy every dollar released from taxation that is spent or invested will create a new job and a new salary dollar bi e begia fru sika mu no eno ne napko no e betimi amana gina nansi ye koba ese napko ye yafru no na bamfo abasem abu nansi ye eye or the saying allowance Mama yi free ho akwada wo no o free we saying asante achem yoso aba agogo na sindri yes yi allowance na
sika kakra e de ma no
ye free ho ekwanyo mampani ba e betimi di ahyemu ene sa eto no ya onya sa na tie hwe o mampani akufuado ne trimu nya den sa o MPP aba ne trimu nya den sa ye ba ye no a na sa ye ne ana briche we say abaka wiase nyina eya covid no maaye no na taxes bia NDC agye nanso so woyi free SHS eni ho nanso so ye daso mu nanso ni akwan dodo no apocracy interchange eni ho nanso so allowances eni ho no ebinie oba ye no
kan na fasima me
o say 1% levy import tax levy oyi free ho 17.5 VAT on selected import medicines not produced in the country oyi free ho 17.5 VAT on financial services, Oyifrio. 5% VAT on real estate sales, Oyifrio. 17.5 VAT on domestic airline tickets, Oyifrio. VAT for micro and small enterprises from 17.5 to 3% flat rate, Oyifrio. Import duty on the importation of spare parts, Oyifrio. Levies imposed on Kaya by local authorities, Oyifrio. Import duty for all goods by 50% and 30% for vehicles, Oyifrio. Extra duty on petroleum, Oyifrio. Full tax deduction for private investors, 100% plumber and also what they buy. National electrification scheme levy from 5% to 3% or they buy. If you and so public lighting levy from 5% to 3% and also if they buy. Special taxation tax. Yeah, baby, yeah, make a yes one say. Mampani buy ya we when you free on COVID no buy no crano. What me the free SH buy? Free SHS buy. What they planting for food and jobs buy. What the one district one factory buy. What you say sir? What the Zongo development or the buy. National education or the buy. What the free SHS or the buy. Yet can this year about to a teacher amount for teacher for the nurses for ya we are Jumano. What we seek allowance and binding trial or Mampeni. If you are my teacher, you be trading females, so you try to come swim you or Mampeni beginning in every honor. And then Pempenso could read America, if we are made one debt portfolio. Now one was so I had that walk out for General. You are home. It's your 20. That's how much you Trautino Cakranaje. That's how much you be.
And this one is coming from the Job Verona, Italy. And he says Alitalia Airlines stopped coming to Ghana because of heavy taxes imposed on the London of the airlines. And this should give us a break. Around what that?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
in simple terms, the Union Akano. And he said, Ghana Nibia or Namhano or your budget. Ghana Nibia. I want a budget. The personal budget. Okuyani or your budget. Teacher ni or your budget. Nurse ni or your budget. And omo makolana omotron jene mako and chine force. Omo your budget. That means budget ni ye akon bo. What you must understand? One kasa wotu hono wakon homa or the bo. And the country as a Ghana no so no. I was here in sika ye di boy bra afibia. Until 2021 ya bobra. Ye beko 2022 so akobobra. The nema be na ebe hia ebe ma ya bra bona ye bo as a country no atum pon akonanim. This is in simple terms, this is budget. I don't know say obi wo ho na ka say and a budget ni yempini and a budget ni say ya. Yeah, sometimes I wonder say na nipa na oto wana nkasa no or one sources of revenue. E kon faso nya sika ene kon faso expend wo onwa ne ho. Enti Ghana man so no e kwan be na wo say e faso nya sika. Ebi ni say ye be call IMF, ebi ni say ye be call World Bank, ebi ni say ye be call oman bi so na yakoye den yakobo busia na di ehun ensi ho atoso na ye di abebo ye bra e wo oman ho. Anu ye one. Two, ebi ni say ye nyankasa timamu fo no. Ya ye pese ye mako school for free. Ya ye pese ye nya kwan papa so enam so. Ya ye pese ye nya hospitals. Ya ye pese aban no ebie economy no must fix the country no. Ye nkasa so no ye betimi atuatu sika ntokuwa kakra na aban aboho ban na odi aye den odi ama Ghana for na dia boy bra. Ya bia say ya na account some time ago 2 years ago 3 years ago ye ka say we are not in normal times. E wiase makan happen e wiase atoba hawo. Ya America wa bunku tudwe. London wa bunku tudwe. What you say? Italy omo bunku. France, all the European countries, even Russia, omo nyina bunku tudwe. Ya obia epesika e dia bobra se na be ya timamu fo no. Omo so be den e beju wo.
Seba budget omo anyi antum wo mra hye be dwafia effect na ye de wo he.
Yeah, it's firstly very tremendous. Number one, nim guase ma oman ni nyina. Number two, e be dey boy bra. And I make us say, you see kasem government revenue no ye sika eba aban mama ye dia ye niema ye dia yi kwan ye dia hospitals ye expand agenda 111 ultimate mass no ye dia Kumasi expansion of the airport. But you see ye dia light ama ye nya bie the subsidies that government etua and mafa ye tuo buka. Where do we get the money as a country? Na ye dia tuo na mo esadwin sakra ye dia tuo na baba develop that baso
cha o ma anyi antum na bia cha ye ma o free SHS ye beka so obi anko.
Oh well, aban will find ways and means, but basa no so na country no in economics if we say contraction just say country no the growth and in the development no na form na ejo. But if you read the budget very well, which I haven't read but I've listened, note just say sa budget we no ebe exeti ade bi efe stimulus ebe exeti bi efe expansion ebe ma economy of Ghana no expanded ama unemployment our youth no no abasro youth for employment agriculture ebe ko wiemu yaw ama amman for si also friend no friend say ajenkwa budget because the entire for ajenkwa budget is simply because of the state we are seeing now the covid who started by giving covid the impact of covid yes they say covid that's how new variant we are seeing who also lockdowns are starting airborne. Ghana we have been experiencing the lockdown. Everybody just what here. Among for the Obuja, among for two Omukwai, among for your money now. And this is a way what church and said no. Let us do roads because we need infrastructure. This infrastructure here is because of the after Africa medical boom. We need hospitals. We need money. Now the be no for Kentena, Kobontino, Kobobusi now the Abana, a year thousand. Is that what we want, Ghanaians? That is not what we want. But the interesting thing was Omanfm opposition who said they have read the budget. And who said, I don't really call what he said and some power will say if your microphone will crying. Nesse almost me implementing what they say they want to do. Ghana for people will see physical development. People will be liberated. I'm for being students I mean this very unemployment. Amount for SMEs, expanded. Amount for move from small to medium and large companies. And until when that happens, women coming back to loot, create, and share will be limited. They can't even come back. You see what interesting about the budget? They say, let me tell you, they will be said withholding taxes. You are not small. Galam say small. Scale minus, no. Never the whole tax be over that the area be export. At that point, they get 3% of whatever that they are exporting. And now other countries around us, Ivory Coast, Togo, any other neighboring countries, no almost export to gold. No, NASA about tax on mutual no, from there 1%. And nunti amount for sort of two no galam say ya pero da fan kwanchen no there then no the Ivory Coast no the neighboring country na or the gold near there echo. And the Ghana government was losing money. Now this is a thought through process. If that's the case there, it means competition cost in terms of prices. There's a price war here and there. And no main tax and 3% no. Emra what? 1.5%. Now this 1.5% no almost will prevent a best topple. Another source of revenue. These are innovations. Also, yeah, so we are government now. Now one crop for nimde. Who want crop for about the future? Who want crop for employment and from a benya? Who want crop for about agriculture? About mining, industry, services, all over. Deep. But who want crop for so on the other side? Your position now. What also emulate the future? But what they think about? They say, how do we get power? They use propaganda and they use storytelling. Yeah, false. Now, they are preventing people from seeing the light and the truth. This budget, if you go through the numbers properly, I was saying now, I said I just glanced through now. It is one of the best budgets about we bet here. Now, only say. It is going to give us a quantum leap. It's going to give us a takeoff. It's going to help the country to live from. And they say, I say, from or call down, no, a leap frog or jump into the future. If you see as a sound, COVID na abano, I so dangerous. Now, so Ghana for the impact and they are trusting the travel and the normal parliament. I didn't get home, but the person make for this budget no say. A budget be away we are CBN. And that's what person owe tax free and nipa hwa. Need to add aid in it. A nipa who says can I would free one home. A whom at the idea you guys were talking about US who were New Jersey Turnpike, who were all the turnpikes, all the roads in the Kanwa. Who to your toe, who from Philadelphia call New York, who bet you so many toes, who call Connecticut, who bet you the same thing, all over the turnpikes, who bet you. Why are people not complaining? And for them complaining because gata than the kwana no. Ya katasu drainage a flow. Because the kwana won the potholes in the hot. Because school and kolanu come no. Omo be beer was school and mofaba no kwa. Who said they are doing actual studies and learning. The Abama Ghana for Abambe Buo. And they say obedi womu e tax, e levy. So bedi omu sika bi na at the end of the day Ghana for quite atutu. At the end of the day Ghana for need good hospitals. At the end of the day who ambulances. When we see in the previous government
you said this government or Jusika on fanya juma.
Yeah, say now when we feel kwan ho nyina asphalted and asphalt good baby may can't wait to let people know say scatter by since 2016 all the programs are all you know. Yeah, I'm from my school free. Yeah, there's no do so anymore. Oh, until this is a government, or you see it, or you see Sadia way a coso, and from my school. I get a woman where I started, or your breaking grounds are happen. Uko Kumasi, who see airport, I was wow, you see things. Nancy Mr. Wu ya me kwaguna, be the Jamasi, and you remember 8 o'clock. Let me share skies, I'm going to Jamasi, I'm going to. Now, they had a plane. Every 5 minutes, we are playing between one. And I'm over there, their planes. I had drones. And I'm saying, not drones, you know, to share. And lifted medicine at Bamapo General Hospital. In the night time, the whole place was a Kenya.
Asantimampo, and Ramampo, Omo for Vassan.
Yes.
Omoha, BDBaba. And no further the campaign,
yeah. It's me who you for me, I was seeing actually. And I'm saying, indeed, when I come back to studio, I deal with make up wasem. Oh, it's a buyer of this car. On fan go to Toniema or Dubai. A buyer of this car. On fan Yeniama, who a home man for sober war. My buyer of this car, not the Kenyan who do not so we are belly was, who could Jomonia, you say, about the Kenya Kumasi, a coin rose you know, before Pano, who could be asphalt, when a cantonment area, asphalt, classic, maybe who say, cast your caterpillars, is you are a quite who sick was airport, and that come, yes, you go, I did the 111, Channel almost 30 a coso, who offer maybe you can see physical things, and then Nakopos which our mind and so talk, and they might happen. What the industries about mine what the assemble cast in the account. What government is doing is to create an enabling environment. This enabling environment to define an investment-friendly environment. It's an environment to be a or might be a to show more any patimiba. Let me promise people here, say from next 2022 ending now, and the next budget bebano. Ubeku physical change in your life. How many times in this country? And a budget the predict say end of year no inflation ever call 8.5%. What did we pay in our history? 8.5% inflation. And a deba. And to me, you are about Moko debate. This say no. Money Timamu for no. Money constituency for no. What they need. I did ever vote for this budget for it is Ajinkwa.
The next question. Didn't you not my dino? Yeah, me so me tiabontina me TV.
Yes,
because a communication I hear.
Yes.
And saying here question I hear question. O many pano kwan so on floor and any power mutie no so enya kwan enya ne o kire no anka senti me ka se obraso a timasie
me braso
me ba me question cancel me ko read mako ba fiwo na wato aso cause o de person de to aso but o de me bisa won say always all the time your history
yes
e wo Ghana ha say e fa sika yegye ho wadi kan abobo so edada na se ye be kwa bato ama enkunimdi aba na a MPP NDC. This political two parties see and they decided there be a battle no echo. They can't be a battle no kwa ni oba be president. MPP 4 pie do no a omunya president. NDC 4 pie do na se MPP 4 MP a NDC 4 enya president. Enti se MPP ni bi tifie ana Ghana ni bi tifie na ne ekoso nyina na duro no ye na adwen so nkoto aba. The next year se di anim no what will be the effect? I mean to ma de mra Nafi, emphasize no so emra metwa so. Kai say coronavirus vaccines na ba bebre ya yewo. Ekwe ye de no me ne lawyer mo na ekoe na ekoje boko. Kanse ekoje no boko ya de ti ye ba bie. Nti aban se me ma wonti ase afi omo de ban sorry omo de beba dwom obi amomodin so bekwa ko bi. Na me de me kan na me de Ghana card na ye emfato ho. On say we ase nipa gina wiem. Ya kan ye Ghana card na monko yo obi abu na som nua. Edu time wa ye say ye fine register no. Afei ye bododo no agina wiem e na epe Ghana card. E ba ne say na se bia ba kona kowo entwen ma asɛm ma ho ansa wotwa nye bedru be mi gye sɛ wokotwe ska ɛna wakɔ enti yɛntwo rekana yɛnkonkɔ Christmas yi mu Franco Trading Enterprise omugusua
Franco Trading Enterprise phone papa fie ene ha Franco say wetie musu friend mo amo pre TVs eye papa TV eye smart TV eye 4K esan so ye Android akwa ko fa bia prem say wo pay 32 inches TV and also 40 and 43 you go kese pa eye 55 inches eye Android and esan so ye 4K umpe we na dia na wo pay Franco Trading Enterprise phone papa any TV papa fie ene
printers, pen drives, memory cards, hard drive, earpiece, chargers, phone.
Equating country, food and transport. I hear my dad to the Oye.
Hello, baby. It's me, Boga I. What feeling now?
Hey, what funny?
Oh, what about that?
Oh my God, that's wrong me.
Emma, we are here before go. One pack. What's your say? Every investment.
Brother, we have finished it. Here, Ruta Life.
Okay, Ruta Life.
Ruta natural products here. I am tropical herbs here. And now what's here? Ruta Life. But what you fat here from? No way, clean the system. No, my come on.
Romantic.
You like it, huh?
Kaide, Ruta mixture, autumn malaria, and a Ruta titonica, autumn typhoid fever, and other related diseases. Okay, Ruta natural in Rupapano. Andrea, on your mambo from a 1 to 3 hour tree, I pay for when I want to work mambo from a move.
Too much! BB Boom! Brunya! Double tag! Double promo. Buy one, get two free. The Kiss Air Appliances double promo is back again. Yes, buy one, get two free. The flat screen TV, fridge, deep freezer, washing machine, kitchen, and now office in Nima Biara. Brand the Bain, Sassy Bain, now water hair.
Samsung, Chigo, Pearl,
Media,
Nasco, Hisense.
Kiss Air Appliances in Yemen now boy unbeatable. A bono of form. Tradia, Nayan Chabu Yemen free. Standing fan.
Electric kettle.
Iron.
Core credits.
Mobile phone.
When 1 + 2 = 3 no. Shisha Kings Air Appliances never was a double promo imu.
Ofan Koboria ye ben police station no.
And cry Abeka Free Pipe Junction.
Amasama ye ben Universal Filling Station. Pokwase Blekuma Junction Station wa. And someone we ye total any mobile na di hwe anymore. Frekris Air Appliances awa matropo iso.
0555
77
60
50
ama 0200
421004.
Come on. Yeah, young him.
Yo, Papa. Yes, Quanchi idea face and so
Quanchi idea face is carried to
Canada. Budget now, you can once a month. Idea about come say and communicators. Any employee piece me, even say. And this is for when it comes to evil. I think say Jeremiah 4:12 was me my Quasia for we name say name the Papa, me bonnet. All the Akosi 11 no. So only discuss that point now. And near me woman who bet me at present, you know, you not say 11 no at you agony. To the miss and say, oh, my man for some Juma, or my penny ayeda, and then you obey. Let it can't ayeda. So here this year's budget. The budget statement and economic policy of the government of Ghana for 2022 financial year one. Page 272. Appendix 6 now. Cost of government flashing programs for 2022. So here Office of Government Machinery. Asweme brene guo sika omede ba ho abrano. 1,948,550,000. Now Osha microfinance and small scale loans now. And no quite 50 million. Sasika we Omanfm Kufoni MPP Adaroma. And ye buy say ye merewa, ye nkokra, and what woman be you bet my soul masseno. And this is for total papa so as he said in time a clue. What country? Ye buy a person ye no. I think quasi come and penny de chrono. Send a bay a fear dear anymore. Over to my trust or the secret de call ye 50 million. So we had Nation Builders Co. A year Napco, who will be a year 2012, or be a year 2011 when year Juma. And then when we saw be a year university, Legon, or your bank to be, or you 600. And so we say, you know, so we are polio, we are getting 700. na nse ye koba bɛyɛ den sɛdeɛ bɛyɛ a yɛmmeranteɛ ne yɛmmabaawa no nso nsa bɛkɔ ɔma no nti no napco no sika yɛde kɔɔ no mu no ɛyɛ 520 million na sɛdeɛ so yɛnkɔ efoɔ ɛnyɛ no ane ahaban sɛ ɔdeɛ no to nkyɛn a National Identification Authority ɔman yɛ sɔre da biara no a ɛna bosia sinsiaki baa no so because bankers no they also look at the risk factors involved amanfoɔ de fictitious documents ɛde kɔ nti ɔbɛwie no wɔ adwane na abɛn de trɔsom enti saa na teɛ deɛ a ɛneɛ wɔbɛgye mpensa sɛdeɛ bɛyɛ bɛfiri hɔ no national identification no one of the benefits ana ho mfasoɔ baako no bebree na ka wɔyɛ ntansa ɛho mfasoɔ te sa bɛ ɔmampani Akufo-Addo National Identification Authority sɛdeɛ bɛyɛ adwuma no bɛtumi awie no obiara bɛnya card ne bie na ɛnɛ no ɛnkɔba sɛ obi tutu firi ne man so a na wabɛtena ha na wɔyɛ adwuma ne yɛnso yɛ ho kyerɛ yɛn no hwɛ sika de kɔ national identification 200 million adwumayɛfoɔ no nyinaa ka ho ɔmo sika ya over zongo development yenim sɛnea yɛnua no zongofoɔ ɔmo mfasoɔ ne mmɔde ma ɔmo de boa but over the years no sɛ wɔn development bɛkɔ so bi a ɛnyɛ NPP adawroma efiri ɔmampani Kufuor so ɛbɛpem yɛwura Akufo-Addo a NDC foɔ nkyerɛ ɛyi wɔn mo sɛnea bi adwumadie no bɛkɔ soɔ no wɔn mo nkoa no 154,200,000 yaw sɛ woba infrastructure for poverty eradication program ɛyɛ wɔn mo so a ɛyɛ SDI wɔn mo so no ɛdeɛ yɛbɛtumi ayi saa ɔhaw no ohia no afiri hɔ no dwamama in NDC's manifesto 2016 or promise ɛso obeyi 2012 obeyi central region ohia firi hɔ wantimi 2008 ɔmo promises obeyi ohia firi ɛyɛ northern region through SADA ɔmo antimi sɛdeɛ bɛyɛ adwuma yi no ɛyɛ yi sɛ mmeranteɛ ne mmabaawa no bɛtumi ansa aso ɔmo so abiebie adwuma no ɛna America ne baabia no ɛyɛ ankorankora anapa a wotu awudi wɔ government payroll kana japan da roma oti ase saa sika no enkoa no afi nkoa afi de afida de wura no 1,024,650 afi uba Minister of Local Government Decentralization and Rural Development sika aban no edi kɔ hɔ no menua ɛyade a emu eduru yie papa na sawhwa emu echichemu no eno so local government yade 210 million akɔ Minister of Food and regional reorganization and development no new year ya bie no yes 6 regions no ya MPP adaro bie no sɛnea bɛya yɛsisi adan na wie wo dwumadie betumi akɔso no sika de akɔhyɛ hɔ
saa sika we no me sika yɛde bɛbɔ bra
yɛde bɔ bra no
afi di anim
yes okay odi ya no atu nkyɛn ya hwɛ Ministry of Food and Agriculture sɛnea bɛya aduane betumi abuso na aniti samne say under NDC time no we akra kontomire besi aba
yes
and then nyame adom enam nhyehyɛ ye pa na Akufo-Addo di gu planting for food and jobs na ye wura eye Dr. Free ye nso ada Roma no no so no aye kuani a woni madwuma ne ye no asa asua ngoma wo mu no wo de ba yi nti no ene Cote d'Ivoire ene Burkina ene Nigeria o be fa duane wa ha eti so obi tia no be ka kyerɛ sɛ duane ho asɔto a eye fa nkrofo nso be fa na wo sika kun sika nso aye gifrim sika omampani edi akogura ho sɛ saa dwumadie no so no ebetumi edi akɔso no eye 640,056,000 odi ano to nkyɛn a Ministry of Trade and Industry one district one factory sɛdeɛ bɛyɛ factories no NDC buy no wɔn yɛ so bɛyɛ Kumasi Juice factory sugar factory shoe factory on be your commander sugar factory meanwhile mo na mbegu no na yɛ nkroma dia yesua no yɛ ositware na de yɛsan wɔ commander sugar factory na mbegu nti ka mo kɔ ya nkanye problem mo antimi Akufo-Addo ba yɛ no sɛsi am no kasa yi mako 274.8 no 4 no yɛ wie 108 Ashanti region yɛkuta 54 sika yɛ de akɔhyɛ hɔ ebetuma wie ama region bia no etimi ensake wo modie no no say sika na de kɔhyɛ no one district one factory no 216,996,000
ya ojo ahome
mesa baba su bi
la amoda tani ayakeka nyina na yakeka de akɔkɔ wi abato na okay na wo ye adwuma no sɛ dean a ɛsɛ yɛkɔto aba na yɛkyerɛ ani so ani de enti ɛwɔ saban bi to aso ana sɛ yi no ɛde no esi nkyɛn ma mentio
yo me that's bio so me sa akwanya we begin manchia atiefo ne ahwefo nti let's take opportunity to thank them yo before I jump with that no me share people your friend is saying we times page 17.
Ghanaian Times,
page 17. And or sit 4 former African presidents to attend security forum in Accra next month. Former presidents. One can say, Obia, Obepe, Akunyedi. Yeah, let's do Omono. Let's stay. Your friend say, good luck, Jonathan. And former president of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama. Former president of Liberia, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. And a former president of Sierra Leone, NSB, Koroma. What I say, all these are former presidents. Omu worth a fear. Omu contact you in the manner. Emfa and Tautaudia, Emfa Yende, Omu Sem and Semua. And see, this is the food for thought. The word to the wise enough. Yow, 2024 election no, is crucial. Number 2, why is it crucial? 2024, who says statistics? Or statistics? We say a point of inflection. It's a baby udurua. It's inflection, point of inflection. And that's a turning point. Baby turning. 2024 election make me decide the future of Ghana. And he said, yo, let me try to start from NDC portion. NDC, who said John Dramani Mahama, former president, he's in pain. Very, say 2016, one handing over Ama NDC, name of handing over Emma MPP. Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. Saya unu dasu wonimu. Yaw. Saya officials were disappointed, and before we tell you, officials were disappointing the people, the party folks, and these were disappointed to Omopa. And the target say, okay, I will fight back. Not 2020, but the power no ambamu. Say the beya, musumu ya de mo power. The mo fully say me disappointed mo. And about 2020, and Fofi Antoata, I mean, Anye. 2024 was not lazy the boot because we was in between 2016 and 2020 elections. No, and now almost person, I'm friend, the father of the party, the founder of the party, no, Owuye. What I say, John Rollins, Oko, and now they are looking for somebody. I am the Rollins because I'm the Rollins of the NDC. Now John Dramani Mahama is trying to create himself in that manner. But I'm saying this is a sign working very hard. By to be draw, Obekansem, propaganda, at the end of your crossing, Obesa to 2024. Maybe a Ghana for a Mobrobian man and say, oh, I don't know, the national and all that. Oh, they are caught to a banana. That will be the biggest mistake of this country. Now, I mean, for some, I told Bannerman we know about. Now, 2024 to 2028, I'm not going to why it is crucial. The dear who here said, MPP, sorry, waka. That's 2024, got to Abanon. 2024, no, more than 2 years, no more than man one. 2024, 2028, or only 1 term to go per the law. Supreme Union Constitution, or only just 4 years to go. And you of course, in 4 years, over Kono. Or no, a bad hand bill say, or hand overpower one more time to MPP. Preach on yet that, or all levels to make sure say, me for Mamu bill because what Jeffrey Misemo, me for Mamu bill, and don't you obey the surrogate. Obia, obey control. Now I'm trying to explain to you the Rollins factor. Obey the surrogate, obey trauma. And until 2024, no, 2028, or no, obey seen now so. Now we're working very hard on all the machineries. Security license is here now. On the THC, no more tracker say, oh, you have before to car for her, or could that unamha, lawyer, we won't namha. And if they want to follow you, they can sit in one room and follow Obia and track Obia down. And because you are building all the securities are more.
Before say MPP, but almost shall say to 2 lights, Honorable Ken Fiana, this
is serious. It's important. It's building the infrastructure to control the system. Now they will sit behind us. Will be a atomic bomb. Not your. It's now a track it from every district. Follow Obia, follow Obia. So they will be in control. And you know what creates Obi? no one handing over power. I'm a saying nipa kono 28. Now nipa so all bad so make say, hey look, now 28 now he has become the role because he has become the decision maker. The thing God behind it because there's nobody there like that. So he wabaya sa there not yo. Now nipa na better so. No nipa so make say me so me call 1 term. Me call 8 terms. If I say 2 terms, which is 8 years. 4 years plus 8 is how many years? 4 years. Go the count. I get 12 years. Now MPP ni bia we bia we din fie 40 bia for 12 years can with age ho. Ube free road. What we 50 years for 12 years can ho. Ube free road. What we 60 years for 12 years can ho. What free road? What we 70 years for 12 years can ho. Master, oh, you are gone. And lunti sa wuti ho. Next 2024. Oh, we see times oh me go apathy na me dey family who na where my say na one kwa. Who shoot to one kasa wo self e wo wonam.
Na che say e bia obi ono no o magi aban position but or akwada afi na oba be wo no ama akọ free SHS. Did that period on be free ono so fa so onya na onya. Onya 12 years and even 12 years it will be more than 12 years. This is a dangerous idea among for people should sit down. Okay, within NDC no am so stand here so almost tena say onye ne o ye ya kopem so obenya power na why and hotin God no do obi abesi na be affecting nipa no so bi omo so no. Oh master, oh yeah, don't think God we are now be decide. Say do no kuta no almost no government no be kasa nti obe direct resources where to go say this yeah. Jerry wants to do that until somebody realizes oh maybe I will be okay 2 months let us make him a friend say backing dog. Okay, until they do that. But yeah, so many as well make can market on the wall. As well it's a strategic roadmap and go for apply na to ho. And notice wo ho. Now ka say me buy manya way, me buy manya say, now the uncrophobic group of people who hinti. Oka say on to aba, oka say menye way ya. Prepare to be in opposition for the longest time in the history of this country. Now, yow, idea was say you say, sign him a pair since 2016. You don't have to be part of the communication team to go out there and propagate. You don't have to be part of it because you need to save yourself, your children, and your children's children. You need to save yourself from that. And Nuntino, unya kwenye bia, they are banning on social media, unya kwenye bia on our church, unya kwenye bia, our boss, unya kwenye bia, our totromu, unya kwenye bia, our job. Upa school for free, oh. And then uda kenya mo. And the potholes here reduce no. Yow. And Nuntino, also what mean and nema abayino but in all this, like the vice president said, no. And what say you communicate in humility? And what say you have brasiemu? And then you be sure. And they can't and you are pa abandon you extra for. Ya the make a those say me some come yam shame. Me ko kuma se me kwa ye be see airport, me hwe kuma se airport me see hey. Ya Ghana is transforming. Naso so no pray Emma and the panel and they are using propaganda. Media, I have spoken the strategy. Media to her. It's about time. And what's there? And you patrasi. How do we go into 2024? Easy. They have so many plans. They have so many strategies and almost implement. And not be the person happen there our parliament. Because they know, say, if they allow this budget to say inflow, a Ghana for them say, this is a good government. Yeah, I was looking at social media. Nobody, or see Elijah, or see yes, or there the cost not Elijah Kasa. Elijah Kasa we also because of the height. Why on earth can you do such a thing, a video, and place it on social media talking about height? It is telling you as a Ghanaian, say there are a group of people in our country almost you and I, we don't have in-depth minds to think, to analyze, to see with our naked eyes. And Nema air Koswabo. For Anusimame. Yeah, to bring everything down and short on the streets of Accra, Kumasi Bebiano, police visibility.
police for ho enti driver na geography ehunu aye dey afi wo mu ko because Bible say ehunu ma me gidi ejo e say ehunu na wo oman mu no aban ni eye afi ho and growth and development no
Council
has taken off.
As I'm sending this message reluctantly. This party government has not seen anything yet. The party did so many things wrong to bring us this far. Government was pushed by the NDC to declare 2020 elections holiday. That's losing most of their voters. You are hearing, you hear things and call some parliamentary candidates in 2016. They picked your calls. They came to power and they didn't go around so much. Me assure say you're quite anymore. And somebody go high and said you're okay. What they banana I hear Ahmetikakra. We're free, Uncle P. He says, yeah, I disagree with your panelists. Mahama is not paying for not handing over power to the NDC.
For his own interest.
The man wants power for himself, not NDC.
Really?
But Muti lawyer Muya, I'm someone Muti any year. Or say one hand over farmer NDC, no. NDC does not mean say NDC as a party. NDC need because Nanka or when you
are clarifying it, but
clarify for me. Yes.
That party, no. For only home,
or hand over and hand over the amount one casan because or no contested. And or no so no NDC ni what you say. Na emo all kasa kron one or bebel the at the end of the beginning so say afi Oria no aba be yetin God wo bra ya man kwamra sa betina konwa no so
yes
in the NDC
yes
enti otie said na o kasa krona every baby and o build ya de be see say be ya say e be ba be on wan kasa enti no ye de o ye
yes
sa na communication is ya me ye nya botre ma me
oh eja
ana ku amoabo aso e wa public massacre me we anso ma pon de ogi kenti ya na me so me we ya na ma pon
ufu abaju say de otimu ye
abaju so fufu.
A lousy opposition cannot stop the approval of Ajenkwa budget. This innovative budget was is set to bring development across all sectors of our economy. Mo amobusa the honorable Ken, I can assure you, say, and then move on parliament. Nareku amwa abuati ablikma central. That I say also or the message at the aba because here near air corner obi any choice say obetumi atana baby say on for net budget and a more fast on fee. One more budget and this one says Adomakube zeal and commitment is unsurpassed.
Yes.
Kindly greet him for me and tell him we as NPP have a tough fight ahead despite the wonderful performance by the current government. The quotation he just gave is a reflection of what the NDC is doing. Ghana Eden just keep repeating in marketplaces, churches, workplaces, buses, courtroom, and everywhere. It was sent to people's mind, though. MPP must devise a means to fight this menace. Okuseku odamfa, and ode we ede by. Eti we MPP ni na won so bia start Ghana Eden or courtroom and come on to abusan say Ghana Eden no. Also the also nimni also the ato
so ba be na ba ma bi ba yabuagu
ne
papa wonim
we mame
sati pu de mo mpe na distribute we lie during campaign period ba ma see drew campaign
oh you know ya the frafra ya the frafra me na mkofa be boy you
yewra mo
me na mkofa ya ope ya the frafra yi ne source abebusa me me what tapes oh I have a lot of tapes
yewra mo share from the NDC's point.
Yes.
But so I'm looking at it from MPP's point.
Go ahead.
Yeah, apathy. Say you bet me break 8 na. You di kan pa yen kabo mu. You toss me no ayebuo. Wo ye minister, wo ye appointee. Me ni bi, asomasi ni bi. Wonu mu kasa ne twa betwa ben no. E ma me so mu se bo aben mu. E na me so me so ni tumi no. En se sem ye tintintinti se me nya bi nti begu egu. Yam fia no kyekyere man.
Yes.
En no anakosua free mo pare. Mama me chiao. Now we're deputy minister to Boniface and Akomia, and we're chief of staff.
Yes.
What you say? A bread. Dear Tosumienu. Say at the Tantanya Beto Party, no one say. Embra budget to Yabetua, young can wasem. Embra young communication will be a can wasem. And the social media amount for me, Petumi, when I type in a crassidie. Now, maybe to come Pesumi Bianca Chemi. And one never said to man building that we should stop that. And for your Petumi to know. What you say, Omanfm, Yaduma way, young for your nieces. So when you get to the bridge, you know how to cross it. Now, could be a nima did to a make my way at the park. It's also one of the things. You have to be also some person you can say. MPP, our relationship with the media, we should manage it so well. It's media, your public opinion is about agenda. Yes. Then the civil society groups, no matter what, no matter the affiliation, we should start courting them. It's also one factor. After the to be able to say, your best MPP for you say, yes, say, a fish and yantumago, yes, yahata. And into the beer, okay, bet me a man penny for more about the bet me a can. Now, yes, so negative and yes, so damn many and from radio so and can't never done for. But come your boy say, Sabi, what time you need a change? And your mama said, yeah, negatives, no, we should highlight it. And ra, now may come and casino, and I can be the family. Or the saying. Professor Sibu Michel, I did Calidra, no more family. I was she dashing on. In terms of some fat taxi, we drew poker as a taxi drivers no bambo. A honorable who watch a powasem, your party number 4. No, Amofa, me you so just 5 minutes. I feel when you know what was another my own. Quadro man review the enemy. Near the dinner chiquabo so kind. It's about time, say, I'm penning for over that room. Now, send me chat road but the pan who cried the faster when we saw so come. And yet, you away from Mr. Omanfm. Okay, I've never been so sad for the country until this morning, whilst on my way early morning walk. I walked past 2 young men who, by their appearance, are construction laborers who were listening to a radio on their phones. The presenter was Captain Smart. Running down the government and e-levy, I asked myself, is this the sort of information these young people are feeding their minds with? I weep for Ghana. Way free, Mr. Onyina. Finally, MPP should know its constituency. Say a radio station, party be more. Lady no, nan kana kuma be MPP. Embra wa contesting position minia, ya change penny for and free. And no acquire and then acquire Frankenstein monster. I was here to identify young constituencies. They are tetra one year funny, and this for ya free so many Diano. They are poaching them one. Even Captain Smart crying your way near the Adina. Minia was what you know come at means. What you say, and I said your song, a chedie, and the casa, and many papa from. So also who Janua and an Yamia crowd in Kaye. Now, finally, penny for from the president down to the national party, and will be a penny for the down on one funny mumma, where do I am a back, where do I say, where do I and look at high in 2008, a high in 2020 election. Go ahead. You should be very careful. You will be a ma. Opposition, you will be a ma. And then you could do it to me to cast away where I am a badia. Not in your badia. So let me read this one also from an educationist, Mr. Popu. So good morning. You need to read it. And he says, good morning, Yao. Trust you are doing well. I'm listening to your program attentively. Lawyer Amos submission. He writes on point with regards to the NDC Mohammed's agenda to come back to power, to consolidate their power in Ghana's political environment. We must be careful about their ground strategy. It's a very thought through strategy from the NDC. All over the place, good work. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All over the place, society. Now, with him, media, and someone now walk and send you no womb. On Timmy Bibi by way of no Kama within the NDC party. No margin for him to get the power. When your power, we are a fain and all consolidate. The synopsis. Yeah, my mother's summary. Yeah. Now, say me back Tuesday.
me take me time na ma break and ma down gradually my gun if as MP4 who say 2024 so what now them say one sorry anko to abano you are toying with your future.
Mami for you and on that note identification na ye and if you are party for money mere pass e bi no free say no dey kokko unity o kokko constituencies ni bia nsem hu na MPs ni bi any one person mo ba ban mo ye no airtime national executive emo money mere registration of members no because no so could be a disaster and for complaining yam hwe ye pa council amasama ya say Jamaica me da say obai
me da say
ora aduma ko efi very passionate aduma ko efi me da say on so by party ya kuma wo emi no na me no mo edi enko nyame ya adum a na wotwe send ye ne ya aduma ko efi be hia ebrada nso ye ne lawyer mo e be hia ezi ma che da no de obi ade edi ama no no meboa ye na wotwe mu nyina production team Solomon Sasu mensa God na salbedi akonsulas inti abuaje osaberma na afie bofo ajikum a senior reporter e radio wonum so TV womo ebua enjifa baku afi kwesininsin focus Safu Abukarim ene ejano yedamu nyina ase adomdom ye na senkwa wo ha Monday ebehia edin ede ya amfa boache programs aka ni nyina eto aso yakra